Wait, Lee, are we live?
You know what, young lady,
Oh my.
I will cross a
Dress?
certain boundary between lands and commit acts against the flag of the leaf.
Oh my
That
goodness.
sounds real rude.
I can hardly imagine a Thran approving of this action.
I heard crimes against the flag of the leaf sounds like when you accidentally drop the rock on the Koroks in Breath of the Wild after you find one underneath it.
Mm.
It's a big sad time. Because they're so happy. They're like, ah, you found me! And you're like, yes, I found you. Awesome. They put this rock down. You actually drop it on their head and they're like, ow! And you're like, oh, I'm a terrible person.
I lose more Smurfs that way.
God,
So
no.
I'm going to put you
Menacing.
guys...
can't
actually,
really
if you
menacing
could
right
put
now.
your... If you could put your characters on the board in the galley, I'm going to move people around. So the galley is kind of where everybody eats, right? I kept saying cafeteria, but I think it's probably called a galley. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's this
Yeah.
eats thing?
I mean, like, is a galley where people eat in a ship? Yes.
It's like
is a
Google
galley where
Meets,
people eat on
but-
spaceships? I don't know. I don't really have
Mhm.
them.
Okay. Actually, I think Lee can probably help me put characters on because we already have them nicely organized.
I'm taking show posts.
I'm
Never mind. Go ahead and do your things.
Do you want me to move my meat down to the galley? Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, move
Cool.
your meat down there.
Easy. All right. So let me see.
I assume the mass bunks are for, the girthy individual.
the ones that have masks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say the captain's quarters, officer rooms. Yeah, that sounds about right. There we are. And yeah, I'm gonna say you guys can hang out there. Y'all like just doing the thing. I will attempt to cover a little bit more of the in-betweens situation until a little bit. Oh, let me turn on some music. Are we live and like showing faces and stuff?
No.
Are we like fully? Okay, cool. I'm gonna turn on the Changed Stars intro song, which is dope, made by Cole. Cole is amazing. We love Cole. We love Cole
Stand.
so much.
You really need to learn.
Hashtag clean
correctly.
coal.
Yeah,
to learn
how to
right,
bring coal
right.
jobs back.
Because his tracks are so clean.
Mm,
Yes,
mm.
clean coal. By the way, he has a YouTube channel now, and I will definitely be linking that at some point because it's pretty neat. And he's got some banging tracks on there that you've heard here, and some you haven't heard here before, and some neat little animations.
It fixed itself. Well, you had this like perfect angle where like because you have like the light in the background, your camera was like bouncing to the bright light in the background coming through your window. So your face was just like totally black. You looked like an unlockable character. It was great.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Like
Yeah.
your features were like lightly defined, but like you couldn't actually make any of it out. It's like
The light flashed across your glasses, and it was just like,
it's super menacing.
you were
Yeah.
about to deliver a plot point in Death Note.
Oh my god. Wait.
They do
who?
a lot with that light flash, but I feel like it's pretty common in a lot of animes with the glasses characters.
True.
Oh, hell yeah.
It is. I say as an IRL graphics character. Thank you.
Ooh.
Oh wow, Kuvanet just subscribed. Thank you so much.
Yo!
Welcome to the Cubans.
Hey, we're just bantering before the game, but damn, thank you.
That means a lot.
I think
Thank you so
this is a
much.
clear indication that we should
Banter
less
more.
focus on getting anything done and
Yeah.
focus more on random side conversations. In that effort, what did everyone have for breakfast today?
No,
I am actually allergic to
I'm
breakfast.
banana.
did not eat
Define
all of the
breakfast.
day. Good question.
Actually, I did eat. I ate a big salad.
Or is it the meal you eat in the morning? Because one of those things I didn't have.
I had a banana muffin. It was very good.
Today we learned that streamers don't eat normally.
Hey, I had a banana.
I'll admit, there was actually 2 banana muffins.
Wow.
To be fair, my breakfast
What?
was at like noon 30.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's
Well,
when
that
breakfast
counts.
is normally had, right? We're still waiting on Shin. I haven't seen any.
Uno momento.
Before breakfast, I had to
They're
catch a
hiding.
cricket because I was transferring crickets between cricket cages, and the kind of crickets I have now are jumpier than the crickets I formerly had. So I had to get him chasing around for 5 minutes before I could like catch him in a under a cup, which is apparently how you catch crickets. I've learned this now. And then I put him in my chameleon's cage, prematurely eating as punishment for escaping.
Wait, you have. Wait, you have pet crickets, or they were?
No, they're
food for your
feeder
chameleon?
crickets, but I also have to care for them and feed them and clean their cages.
What? That's terrifying. What? You raised
Chameleons are insectivores. They need to eat live insects.
That's what my brother
raised
used to do.
crickets
as a job.
just to feed them. That's menace.
It's a lot of work.
terrifying.
It is literally what my brother used to do as a job before he died.
You can't
coming
just
home.
feed.
Wow.
You can't just feed them like dead crickets. Like
No, he won't eat dead crickets. They don't like them. It's not good nutrition. And dead crickets begin to smell and to dissolve pretty quickly.
They do.
You have to clean them out of the cages, or then they upset the other crickets. And if crickets don't have enough food, they'll cannibalize each other. I've learned a lot about crickets, and basically all of it is gross.
what the?
I know that Cricket is a mobile phone company that makes phones that are actually just candy dispensers.
Candy dispensers? I
Yeah,
thought
'cause
they
they
made
don't-
phones
they
that
don't-
connect you to like a weird version of Sesame Street, where they just have smooth, happy people, like the weird bubble guy.
So did I
That's
tell anybody
offensive
else?
to people who live in Ohio.
So did I
The
tell anybody
Ohio
else?
Sesame Street?
People don't live in Ohio. What are you talking about?
That's true. Ohio's fake.
So I mentioned a couple times I mentioned to
All
some
Ohio?
people some of their guards had names. I remember mentioning this to, of course, Clarice Ritter, who had a nice conversation with her guards. But I don't recall who else I named. So if y'all could maybe
Not me.
help me out. Not
Do
you.
you need
Okay.
the
You want
names
it-
of my
do you want it
guards,
to
or do you
be-
have them?
I have
Someone
them.
look
No, I got
Okay, cool.
Do you want it to be
Yeah.
that one person we were talking about?
Oh, right. Yes, that one person. She's going to find you at some point today. So let me find a token for
Okay,
her.
but so she's not my.
She's
one of
not
my
your
guards.
guard, but
Okay.
she's definitely an intimidating individual that you noticed. And what was her name again? So that I can put it on the tweet. It's
Let
in
me
your.
go
Okay.
look for it.
I can
Yeah, I'm
find
gonna
it.
go open up Messenger. One sec.
I don't think you named anyone. You just
Uh,
named my
so-
guard. Oh, sorry.
Dralia Luz.
Can you spell them?
DRALLYA LO space LOOZH.
Dralia Rouge. Okay. I can look for that. Alright, cool.
You didn't mention any of the 4 names for me.
Um,
Because you mentioned after Clarice just turned off my guns, I started wandering off on my own, and guards followed me. And then you also mentioned that I was then going to be pestered by silly psychologists and
Hello,
yes.
programmer.
You're auto muted
But you didn't
because of what order you came in.
Indeed.
Rainbow,
I was.
Rainbow, if I
Congrats.
might beg of you a leaf fresh.
Yeah.
And Shin, we are live on audio only right now, just so you know.
Cool. So I'm going to. Oh yeah, let me turn the music back on. Hey, I recognize that voice.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh. We are just getting set up. No worries, but we are live.
We actually went live on time.
I know. I mean, we're not ready to start.
Yeah,
but
I mean, like,
we're
does it
live.
can we just go live to fill the air, but aren't actually ready to play?
Now, Madeline,
It-
when have you ever
baby
known
steps,
we to do
Madeline.
anything just to fill the void?
Baby steps.
Oh god.
But wait, I thought our player banter was part of content.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Apparently it
Yeah.
is, because someone subbed during it, so.
Yeah,
They
no.
did. Shout out.
I know, Shin, you missed some really important things, like Max ate
Ah,
2
I'm so
banana
sorry,
muffins.
Yes, we
Great
talked
boy.
about our
And more than half of the people here currently did not eat before noon.
I ate at
Well,
1:11.
Pat, do you want me to just keep us on this page, or do you want us to throw up
Ooh.
the bridge of the Hell's Heart?
Okay, let's throw that up for shock and awe campaign.
Oh, you actually
Take a
could have
look at-
named this campaign Shock and Awe, and it would have been so on point. I might have, my eyes would have bled.
I should have. Instead, I went with like a
campaign
stupid.
name.
Instead, I went with a really stupid and uninteresting
I don't think it's
inverse to my change stars who represent it. What a pity. Look at that beautiful map. Oh my goodness. Who could possibly have made such a gorgeous, gorgeous map?
Who could have possibly made such gorgeous, gorgeous art? That's right, exclamation
Oh.
mark alien, and we can see the packs available.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
It was James.
Yeah.
who was saying that the
Yes.
crickets were sounding
As
good?
you all
James
know,
will-
I am
James
a
will-
fantastic artiste.
Indeed. And it certainly wasn't me
Yes.
making all of the maps and me making the tiles. Definitely not that. It was all James. You can.
Why am I
Uh,
hearing a
I did it
duplicate?
all hand. I eyeballed it on the Roll20 with the Roll20 draw tools. It's very impressive, right?
Oh, yeah, no. Absolutely. I'm floored by the work that you've done. It must have taken years.
James, I need you to stop
That'd be
taking
like
credit for other
next
people's
level.
accomplishments. I made this, and what I did is I made a complete 3D model and then rendered it from a top-down perspective with such a filter to make it appear done two-dimensional. And used a really interesting camera angle to get this semi-isometric view. It took a solid 3 to 4 weeks, but I'm really proud of how it turned out.
And in other
Yeah,
fun facts and
no,
news
we-
before we start,
man.
last time our heroes were captured by the bad guys? Rebels working with other sentient species. That doesn't sound very cash money of you, my fellow human supremacists. But maybe revelations will occur over the weeks spent in captivity, and people will begin to have change of heart as they meet other humans who have turned against their beloved empire. And if you'd like to influence the events of the game, you might notice there's a little money bar beneath Pat's face right now. She is going to be our Dreamweaver this evening. And if you scroll down and click the button that says in our About section, Money Honey, or consider leaving us a tip, the hyperlink under that, you can just give us money directly, and it'll make a bloop bloop. We'll see it on the screen, and then that builds up to a Wild Magic Surge or Wild Wasteland moment. Or in the case of this, I don't know, a Shocking Awe, a Space Turbulence. You know, we'll come up with
Change
something.
of stars.
A change of stars. Oh, that is brain bleachingly
That's
good.
so corny. Oh my god.
Look, I'm fucking
So,
corny.
I mean, Lee named his, GM Dreamweaver, and I will never let it go.
Dreamweaver. Oh, we're
yeah,
expanding
no,
that.
I know, right?
By the way,
now that we're
Madeline,
kinda
on the
doing whole
channel, we're now
United
expanding that
Planet
title
thing.
across all games.
Oh no, I saw that the non-active players were called Dreamers. I don't
I
like.
know. I know,
Hey,
right?
well, hey, Well, hey, if
Now
you're
that we're doing
looking,
this whole United
Hey.
thing, I'm apparently a Dreamweaver too. I'd much rather
I saw
be
you
a
change it to
Nightmare Weaver.
Nightmare Weaver because now you're just
Exactly.
your name.
Gotta rebel somewhere, right?
we've gotta do like a She-Ra knockoff where I'm the Dreamweaver and you're the Shadow Weaver.
Shadow Weaver.
And-
Oh
yeah.
my god.
I mean, like, we kind of have to do that now. Anyway, I digress.
Have to, especially considering I'm
Pat.
planning on making a She-Ra tile set.
Pat,
Anyway, we
are we
both
are we in the
digress.
mood? Are we ready to go? Are we in the zone?
We are in the mood. We are in the zone. Let us play some fucking RPGs, my friends. All right. So, indeed, where we last left off, our heroes, to put terms in, to put it in terms that you folks would understand, our heroes were captured after heroically attempting to wrest the massive carrier ship, the Hell's Heart, from enemy clutches, or, arbitrary points in space. They weren't quite sure what the deal was, but Hell's Heart was not joining the fleet when they retreated from the Battle of Neo Roanoke, and they were dispatched by Admiral Sanchez to retrieve it for the glorious human empire. And here we are with our players captured by the United Sister Species Coalition and rebel humans from the Cornucopia system, who have all joined in this truly united front against the human empire. How troubling. So the players I've spoke to a little bit over the course of the week. They've had a few events occur. Nothing entirely groundbreaking, although I will send quote-unquote receipts of the past weeks. Well, it's actually just, I don't think I got with anybody further than just one day. But the past day of events, I will send those receipts to the Discord at some point. But suffice to say, our characters have had an interesting morning/day without that was not streamed. So I'm going to continue on that very briefly. I'm not going to make people roll initiative. In fact, I'm going to clear this because it was from the last game anyway. Move alternate.
Suddenly, facehuggers appear. Surprise!
Surprise, motherfuckers! It really is Alien RPG!
Yay!
Hey!
I mean, wait, that's not the reaction I'm supposed to have. No, my crew's going to die.
Oh no. If everybody could, though, if I'm not asking too much of you, click your characters and roll initiative anyway. I'm just going to go in an arbitrary order, but it would be cool to have you guys on the turn order for, like, visuals.
Oh, yeah. No particular reason the Dreamweaver wants you to roll initiative, guys.
Wing!
Okay.
So,
Well, fortunately for no particular reason, meat is first in initiative, in case it becomes a particular reason.
okay.
Did you
Well,
actually just
as
say no
is.
particular reason, or has my brain just ruptured?
Your brain.
Your
Your brain
brain's
is going to go
ruptured.
ruptured, I'm reasonably certain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lost the ability to differentiate between R's and L's.
between non-puns, nothing gets
Yeah,
played.
exactly. It's not
That.
even an issue of R's and L's. It's literally just everything in his mind becomes a pun.
But not
Trust
even a
me,
good.
Lee.
It's just a pun based
Yeah.
on Lee. So he
My
just used his
puns are
own name
far superior to
constantly.
Constantly.
Yeah,
Stop.
Somebody should really try and give Lee's head a little pat. Shouldn't be too long before we figure that one out, right? See, Lee, that's how you subtly introduce puns to your conversation. Learn from me.
But nobody
You
else
see,
gets
there's a
it.
thing here. There's a problem there. Lee doesn't understand the meaning of the word subtle.
Unless you put a Lee after it.
Got him there. Yeah, unless there's a Lee at the end. Sorry,
No, I stick by my original
I'm
statement.
sorry. We're on the bridge of the Hell's
We're
Heart.
having too much fun. Anyway, so you have all had a couple days worth of, or 1 day worth of conversation. But I was in the middle of engaging in a little bit of a conversation here with. So the party is kind of split at the moment. Sorry about that. I will get to everybody. In the primary, so in Marcus Kahn, the captain of the ship, in his captain's quarters, Carl Harris and he are having a little tete-a-tete over a glass of white wine and a bowl full of fruit, although the main course has not yet been served.
Slow
You-
jazz plays in the background.
Actually, I do have a slow jazz track, and it would be appropriate. Let's find that actually real quick. Not
I love
slow
that
jazz.
he's decided both that you're the person to seduce so that you can be seduced.
I mean, kind of, yeah, ooh, there we go. There we go. All right, this one. And where did it go? Once I pressed it, it just vanished. What the fuck? Okay, there it is. Press play, and then hit the delete button.
This one.
Yes,
Beautiful.
of course. So, Officer Harris, I have told you what I believe is likely to happen to you if you are to return empty-handed to your people. And you know, sure as hell, I'm not letting you take this ship. You're a smart
Wouldn't
man.
dream of it.
But you would. And I know this, and you know this. So let's talk man to man here for a second. He pours you another glass of white wine as he opens the main platter. It is a rather stunning barbecued fruit dish, interestingly enough, although it does have a little bit of meat on it. quite tempting.
So
in
there's
fact.
some food.
Yeah, it smells pretty good. It looks like probably Thren cuisine he's trying to woo you with. But you know, you've been trained for this. You're not.
I've been
you're
trained
not-
for this. My digestive system has been honed to process both fruits and meats.
Indeed, indeed. Yes, a Thren barbecue can't sway you.
Just like
So
the
he look-
simulations.
Yes, he looks at you, and as he carves the what looks like pineapple flesh mixed with ham or something. I don't know. Just imagine something that sounds appetizing to you. I'm not
Not
going to go
that.
into great detail. All right, whatever.
That's barbecue fruit.
Well, hey,
Barbecue
fruit-
pineapple's delicious, but barbecue pineapple with ham sounds like a mess.
Yeah, no, not ham. Let's go with what are other meats? I don't know. I'm a vegetarian.
No,
Just
maybe-
imagine
maybe some,
something
like-
appealing.
Ham is delicious.
I'm gonna
So-
say like some sort of white fish.
Okay, that's actually very suitable considering you chose white wine. Probably would have commended you on that. In fact,
Well, what can I say? I chose a wine arbitrarily before I knew what was being served.
almost as if you had a
No,
But your
precognition.
intelligence training allowed you to anticipate the dish. You talked to the kitchen earlier.
I walked into the
You're
room.
weird.
I smelled. I'm like,
You're wearing
Yes,
your good underwear.
tilapia.
We know what this is.
Indeed, indeed. So, he would sit down after serving you and say, "Yes, well, I've got a counter proposal for you. You're a smart man, of course, and I think that you and I can work together. It wouldn't be too bad here. I can offer you.
you certainly have a good wine selection.
I do. I can have many more things with a free frontier. In fact, when the frontier is freed, you know, we will have to institute a new government to ensure that things go swimmingly. We could have use of someone with your certain specifications and set of skills.
Indeed. Color me intrigued.
Now, you know that, probably you would know, that the frontier is losing ground. It's not going to be very long until the station falls to Thren hands. Now, you can be part of that, or not. But either way, I have assurances from the Thren governance that we will be allotted our certain private land to do as we please in, which is to say, all of our colonial holdings, so long as we work with the new government, which is where you may well come in. If you are interested, I would be willing to take you on as one of the earliest intelligent agents in the new freed frontier. Now, I realize we haven't had very much time to chat or figure out each other's intentions or anything of the sort, and believe me, I would love to pick your brain over that, but what I'm proposing here is simply a mutually beneficial alliance to start with. You're not going to be allowed home safely. I know you believe the IO is different from the military in those regards, but I have my doubts. You're not going to be allowed home after you fail to take the Hill's Heart. You do have a new home here. What do you say? You don't have to say yes yet. We've got a week till we get to New Neo Rona. I'm sure I've got some friends who can be more convincing than myself. He makes some sort of, monetary gesture.
Well, I would say you are unexpectedly convincing.
They do say that about me.
I will take some time to consider it, but I am initially very interested in your offer.
Indeed, indeed. I'm willing to let bygones be bygones. Anything that you've done prior to this, consider your slate cleared. you will, in the future, assuming you accept, work for me as my intelligence, as the director of my new intelligence agency that I'll be working to coordinate. Of course, the general, what do I call her? General Sojourn in Cornucopia has her own agency. I have a good feeling, though, that she's going to be amenable to letting our troop take charge over certain affairs. She's more of a military-minded person, whereas I'm thinking longer picture, if you catch my drift.
Indeed, I do.
I'd like to sit myself down on some cozy little large house on a frontier prairie or something of the sort, and ensure for a time, personally, ensure that our state of affairs are in order and that we will continue self-governing. And if that means I'm going to have to step up and become a governor of some sort, I'm not uninterested in the prospects. If you catch my drift.
I do indeed.
Excellent. Well, shall we dine?
We shall.
So you two have this
Nom, 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 nom.
certainly not euphemistic conversation later on. I don't know what happens later, if you guys hit it off or anything, but you know, certainly some conversations are had, and you know, other mules are.
Yeah, generally, I'm very receptive to his offers and advances.
Oh, cool. Well, he does make some advances.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, he would probably talk about it as if like you know. See, I like the Thren. They have some interesting ideas about, you know, free love and all that jazz.
Oh, that's sort of not like that.
Not that advanced. Okay, sorry.
No. Political.
Political advances.
He probably would make both, but you know, you're probably willing to parse what's actually interesting to you and what's not.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I
He
wasn't.
may be
being-
consorting with the enemy, but he's not consorting with the enemy.
I mean, he would be if the enemy were a busty woman. Let's be real here.
Hey,
No,
No.
Carl
not
is
all
a
my
Ken doll.
characters.
No!
You know,
I've got some feelings about this.
it's a wide spectrum.
Yeah, no, and he would probably, he's so like, you know, your initial
Yeah, sometimes
conversation
it's
with
the
him,
bootylicious women.
he is you know, he seems like a politic man, like he's, you know, trying to cause some, he's got great ambition, you can tell that from him, but he's also like actually genuinely interested in what the Thren have to say, and he thinks that there's something to be gained by an alliance with them. Not just because he wants a free frontier, but also because he thinks, you know, they have some actually genuinely sound political concepts to him, and he would express that to you in a overtly sexual way. You know, you get the impression that he's pretty bisexual, though. So if that ever becomes a thing, then you know, he's out there, and he's also very free love. But that's neither here nor there. You're interested in his politics. So, at least that's what you express publicly.
Come on, be the Bassani to
trying
his
to dangle a thirst
Antonio,
trap in front of
the
me.
Horatio to his Hamlet, the Palabras to Epaminondas. The only people who are actually lovers on that list. The other people are erotic.
Indeed. So you also had, no spoilers here, a little bit of a conversation before this with this
Indeed.
gentleman who referred to himself as Sean, but you secretly know his name to be. This is my attempt at a fucking Irish accent. I'm really bad, guys. You would know him to be Seamus what did I say his fucking name was?
MacDougal?
MacDougal, yes! A very
Definitely sounds-
Irish name.
Getting
Or
more and more
something.
Russian.
Top of the morning for you.
and/or Scottish name. Certainly not Russian.
I'm going down to the local Blarney Stone to get some vodka.
I
really hope
Aye,
that
well,
Trotsky doesn't do anything crazy.
see, he's got a bit of he really does have a little bit of an Irish accent to him, and he's a very powerful IO agent. You would know. You are in fact not to reveal too much. I really do just throw into the Russian
Irish
accent.
or
willy-nilly.
Scottish?
Scottish and
Scottish.
Irish. He's got a little bit of both in him, but England's irrelevant at this point because they basically got conquered by Ireland shortly before the Empire. was
Wow.
born.
Oh shit!
The-
It was a
most-
soft conquer.
that
It was
was-
a soft conquer.
out of all,
you know.
out of all of the
Like
impossible
the way
things that
England
could happen,
conquered Ireland.
out of
Yeah.
all, I was gonna say, out of all of the impossible things that could happen in your setting, that is probably
Yeah, that's the first world building.
But
we saw
sure,
there. We're like,
sure.
oh, okay, this
We
is
just-
fiction.
Yeah, right. Like, but we'll go with that. Yeah.
Hey, you liked it when I pitched it to you, motherfucker. Don't you
Oh,
lie
I
now.
loved it. I loved it, but I won't pretend that I ever thought it was at all realistic. Ireland can't even get back Northern Ireland.
Well, all right. So in the first universe, they did. They united, and they basically coerced England into rejoining the EU, which they already had joined themselves after attaining
See,
independence. And they
Brexit
coerced-
killed England's economy.
Yeah, no, they coerced England into rejoining the EU by means of informing them that they would support the Welsh independence movement if they didn't. So,
Well,
Yeah.
again, my personal Brexit theory that once Scotland leaves, Wales is going to leave. The Northumbria and Essex are also going to split apart. Londinium will assert its ancient rights as a Roman city.
Don't forget.
All right. Just
look, that all
We're
that
getting a little
lore-
off topic now.
Yes. Anyway,
Yeah,
just
You
a
know
little
that-
bigger thing.
you would know that Seamus MacDougall is an IO agent. And not just any IO agent, but the IO agent that you were sent here to retrieve.
Exactly.
Now I'm actually doing the Irish accent pretty decently.
Ooh,
Crazy.
there's your secret agenda.
I'm sorry for outing you like that, but
I mean, at this point, it's all right. I'm just really happy because the captain of this ship is like, you're clearly here to heal me and take the ship, and I'm like, no.
that is actually how he opened it.
Perhaps.
So you would have had a conversation with him in which he proposed that or in which basically he recognizes like, and proposed that you work together to bring this information back to the Empire.
Who is
Essentially,
Seamus disguised as? Like
his
on
name
the
is
ship
Sean.
Sean.
Sean something or other. He's the first mate.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Mick Irish name here.
Okay, I feel like
Yeah,
we could have
that was
done a
funny.
better job at communicating before we got sent here. Bad Sean.
Yeah, no, there's
Like he's a first mate and didn't have one moment to send a message.
yeah, he's deep undercover. Deep undercover.
And he's only talked to me, so, you know. You're right.
I
Exactly.
know we don't know about him.
Even Lee's character was shushed away, even though Lee's character is currently a synth Thren who's serving Harris because Harris activated him.
That's a really interesting thing to just share with the group. But okay.
Yeah, right.
You're the
Yeah.
Wait, did people not
Sure.
oh,
I mean,
Ah.
are you drunk already, Fred? Hello.
No, I didn't realize that was a secret. Ah! I'm forgetting my own content. Okay, whatever.
A little bit.
It's
It's
Okay,
cool.
like we don't know any of this stuff in character.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Anyway. Moving on.
Now you know everyone was staring at me.
I'm actually very sorry. Fuck.
Just got by that.
I've- Nasty habit of doing that. Devin, so while that is happening, you, on the other hand, have the opportunity to converse with your compatriot, Han.
Mhm.
If you want to engage in any further conversations, you can do so. I'm not going to push you to engage in any sort of conversation unless you want to do so. But she is in your presence.
I would say keep the pacing of not having us to RP all of our things, at least not fully, and
Mhm.
say that there was a lot of awkward silences and conversations of what the fuck is going on, where do you stand and where do I stand, and how do we go forward, and just
Yeah.
a lot of conversations of what ifs.
Absolutely. That is exactly how I kind of envisioned it. You would tell
Do
that
you
she...
have any sex? Because according to the Human Empire guidelines, anything beyond hand stuff is treason.
No one else was in the room where it happened.
You don't
The
know.
room where it happened.
Yes, indeed.
We're just having all the Hamilton because I've been comparing the captain to George Washington. He was just like, I want to send her to my own vine in fig tree.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
all
that's
alone in the shade.
Yeah, except the captain
Yeah.
clearly wants to be governor. His retirement is bullshit.
I mean,
Yeah, but I'm here for it though.
retirement from war doesn't necessarily mean retirement in general. But anyway,
Yeah, you can have a fig tree in the governor's mansion.
yeah, absolutely. Anyway, though, yeah, no, you would have a lot of conversations with your compatriot Han. She is, you can tell she's conflicted. She's kind of guilty about her decision to betray the human empire, but she feels that she made the right call. And working with Captain Khan, she feels that she's actually going to accomplish something good for once, which she was not sure she was doing as a soldier of the Empire. She, of course, followed her duty and believed in the Empire's cause until she actually started to realize the Empire didn't give a shit about humanity and only really cared about conquest. And,
So would you say realize?
Indeed. I'm a huge fan of Jacob Smith.
Should call him O'Connor, by the way. That's a good last name.
Oh, wait. Oh, actually,
That's a
wait.
good Irish accent last name. I don't know.
Is that not what I actually did call him? I feel like
No,
that
you
sounds...
Don't you call him
definitely said-
McDougal?
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
he
It's
said
not
McDougal.
something. No, you're right. O'Connor is a pretty good one. Damn. Okay. Yeah. No. His. All right. I'm retconning it. His name is Sean O'Connor. Not. And that's how you would know him.
So now he's basically Sean Connery.
Oh fuck! You're right.
I didn't do that.
That's pretty accurate, though. I kind of envision him as talking like Sean Connery, so that let's go with that. Anyway, yeah. So you would have a lot of tense conversations. She's, she thinks that you should join the cause, but she doesn't expect you to. She doesn't tell you to. She's, she's willing to let you sit this out if you want, but she does kind of, you can tell that she wants you to be part of this and to join her, and she thinks that there could actually be some good to be had if they were to free the frontier from the human empire.
Just for security reasons, not for anyone this time. Does she ever sleep in her quarters, and if so, do the guards remain there, and how good of a sleeper is she? Feel like these are just important questions.
I think Devin's actually gotten a little bit of leeway as far as guards are concerned, and it's probably only Han accompanying him at sometimes.
Makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
She is the commander, after all.
Indeed, yes, she is commander of her troops.
So I guess that probably means you're accompanying her, since she has an actual job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Can't just follow you around.
she does actually have a job. That said, you got a little bit of downtime in the week it'll take you to get to the new Roanoke, so not everybody's like, manning all stations, and they're not really expecting any more. Although you would note that the Ajax has been brought into the hangar of the Hell's Heart.
Mm.
Wait, I thought I didn't know the Ajax was small
It
enough
is
to
large,
fit inside
definitely.
the Hell's Heart.
Oh yeah, no, it's huge. It's very
Okay.
big.
Shit.
The Hell's Heart is way, way fucking bigger.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, no, the Hell's Heart is a very, 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 very large penis.
Should we go to the?
It's like a
Oh.
dick measuring contest between a really big dick and Godzilla's dick.
Should we go to this map?
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, you had people like in the right places and everything on this map, didn't you? I was being thirsty. I was on the bridge this whole time.
Oh wow.
Oh.
What? Wait. Damn.
You didn't move the player banner either.
Wait.
I did.
everybody's in my-
I moved it just now. I'm sorry. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
My
Pat,
bad.
before
I'm
we
sorry.
before we move on too far, I wanted to ask, how, from Devin's point of view, what is Han's confidence level on her plans? Like, how much do I like feel like she's confident with her decisions?
Does- Does she feel like she will succeed? Not sure. Does she feel like she made the right call? Yes.
Sure.
She thinks she might die, and she thinks a lot of people might die, but she does think she's finally fighting for something she believes in. And she's
Alright.
willing to die for that cause. You know that she's been willing to die for a cause before, but she felt kind of, quote-unquote dipped from the last time when the Human Empire told her to attack when it literally meant suicide. That was the breaking point for her. After that, you can't imagine she would ever work for the Empire again. But you do think that she's come around to the idea that she's on the right side here. And she kind of hopes that you would too. But she doesn't, again, force you to think of anything. But she would ask you some hard questions about whether you thought that they were in the right, and what your military service amounted to, what all of this amounts to, why we're doing any of this, all these really pressing questions. You probably have a long period of dialogue with her that I, couldn't possibly stage. But yeah, you've got a lot of stuff to think about and work through, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so if you're comfortable with leaving it at that, I will go on
Yep.
to the next people. Okay. And again, I'm sorry that I didn't deal with more of this between session. I've had a very busy week.
That's all right.
Yes, let's go on to Lucian. Lucian, you are in the galley when somebody you recognize appears.
Mhm.
Why, it is none other than the overseer of your counseling, counselor officer, Dralia Luge.
I attempt to avoid her.
It would kind of involve like making a scene and leaving mid-meal.
Does she like approach me, or do I just see her like across the
She's
way?
walking towards you.
You should ask her if she's approaching you. Or perhaps just state it, put it in a questioning fashion.
I don't. Is that a JoJo reference?
Yes, it
I-
is.
I
It's
watched
the same-
that episode
it's
of
the
that, and I
same-
think JoJo's kind of stupid.
It's what? Okay. First of all, we're
I
having a
watched
talk
an
later.
episode of it. It's dumb.
Uh huh.
Meanwhile, in the galley of the Hill's Heart.
So I gotta go. Friendship with Pat is over. No, but I mean, yeah, I would just like ignore her then.
Okay. She sits down at the table you're sitting at.
Like across from me, I assume it's like a cafeteria, like a lunch table kind of thing.
They're kind of circular things. Like, you know how we have that one tile asset that's a massive circular table?
Yeah,
They don't
yeah,
have
yeah,
it?
yeah.
It's that.
Okay.
So
Where
yeah,
does she sit?
kind of
Like,
across from you.
okay, across from me. Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, I just continue to ignore her.
Is that you, Lucy? Hardly recognized you.
Lucian's like, that's not quite my name.
That's not how I remember it. I'm so sorry that I took you back. I thought we were really making some progress.
Wait, can anybody else barely hear about it now for some reason?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that they took you back. I thought we were making some progress.
Lucian's like, yeah, well, I guess you thought wrong.
Ooh,
Oh, on the burning.
gamer noises.
She would stand up and she would move closer to you while standing, and then she would look at you, and then she would pat you on the back and say, "I suppose I was. What a pity."
Lucian's like, it's like, don't touch me.
Of course. It won't happen again without permission. We try to respect personal boundaries, of course. Very sorry. Sorry that all of this has to happen. And I'm sorry that once again you are, well, in a very similar situation.
This is like, look, don't think this is like a habit or anything like that, okay?
No, you don't like getting compliments?
Look, okay? Like, yeah, I just happened to be unlucky, okay?
You have a nasty habit of being unlucky, my friend. Perhaps
Look,
it's time you embraced it.
It's honestly like my shitty captain's fault, okay? He's like dead now apparently, so whatever, he deserves it.
That is such a pity.
Oh my
How does that make you
Remind you
feel?
of your father.
Like he
Does it remind you of your father?
oh my god.
I know that people telling you to do things can be particularly persuasive, but I know you better than that, Lucy. You don't have to follow rules arbitrarily just because somebody tells you to do them. You know that you can talk to me.
This is like,
Be open to me.
for the second time, that's not my name.
I'll respect that. Lucian, she says with disdain and grossness. It feels wrong to you.
Yeah.
She
Lucian,
gauges
like,
probably your response.
Lucian is like attempting to like eat faster to like get out of this conversation.
Oh. It doesn't feel right. Not to me, not to you.
Lucian's like shoveling food into his mouth at this point, like
Just
It's got the train. It's like, "Arr!"
feel free to come to me anytime and we can continue talking like we once did. I must say, I quite admired your intellect. I hope that they haven't done anything to alter that.
Lucian
You
like
Our pure
okay.
soul.
he
Nah,
like
that's-
finishes his like meal and like puts the tray back down, and he like stands up and he's like, "Well, I am very admirable," and then just like walks away.
Lucy, come back. Let's talk this further.
He like gives her like dagger eyes when she like says Lucy again, and then just walks away.
Please, just remember, I'll be in touch. I don't want to overstep my boundaries here, but I know that you could use some assistance, and I'm here to help. She would give you those eyes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Lucy's like,
yes.
whatever.
Your guards would be like, "Hey, I'm not finished eating. What the fuck?"
Lucian's like, "Well, better catch up," and just like walks away, like struts off.
Stay back. Oh my god. Stay with us. Stay with us. You're technically a prisoner here. That was the human speaking. The Brent's just like, yeah, this is normal for prisoners. What? Yeah, no, and poor counselor, she's just looking like, what a pity. I thought we were getting so far with you, Lucy. Okay, so that's more or less. So, what would you do for the rest of the day? I guess.
Wander around and preach to anybody that would listen and about how
Most of them think you're adorable.
Lucian would get very angry and frustrated when people didn't take him
Mhm.
seriously.
Yeah, no, like you would definitely get get a couple Thren who are like, oh, aren't you the cutest fucking thing?
At least he's like,
You would tell
what?
that most people don't take you seriously here.
Yeah, like I said, he'd just get like angry and like very frustrated.
Yes. So, while your frustration burdens, let me get back to matters with Clarice. And actually, wait, no, before I do that, let's go to Lee. Lee, I hate to snub you here. What does your character get up to? You're not a prisoner here. You are, in fact, a normal Thren, totally normal, going about your business as a member of this.
Yep. I have a totally normal prisoner series totally normal series of activities that I engage in, like escorting Carl Harris from location to location, or being like,
So
"Hey,
you're one of his 2 guards?
other guard assigned to taking care of Carl Harris. Yeah, you can go, like, grab a burrito or something. I'll mind the prisoner. What's he gonna do? He's all scrawny and small. Aha." And just, conveniently happen to be alone together for various stretches of time, and, other things that I do as his completely legitimate guard, intent on ensuring no harm comes to him. And, yeah.
Sorry.
Other than that, where is Meat being held?
Meat is
That's a great
one.
question.
Wait,
Meat is going to be wandering the corridors all
Wait.
around.
is Meat just wandering the corridors like unattended?
Oh no! I have
No,
two
Meat's got a
guards.
guard.
I have 2 guards and a psychologist and a programmer following me around as I wander.
Well,
the
I don't
halls.
think the psychologist and the programmer are just checking you out. They don't follow you around all the time.
Indeed. So maybe I should actually go to Meat next. And Clarice, we've had a pretty long
Well,
conversation.
In Mata,
Yeah.
I always say when we transition to Meat,
Mhm.
like,
Mhm.
in Mata does happen to be like walking by with her helmet off, and she like punches it a little, and a strange squawking series of like comes out of it. She's like, gotta go get this fixed. She says, as I Facebook message James.
Good to know.
Ooh, planning without me.
My
okay.
casual warbling beep.
That's good. Some coordination between Max's asset and my asset.
Amazing. Yeah, this is a very interesting party dynamic, honestly. I'm just realizing what this fucking amounts to. It's just like, wow, this is kind of cool. But anyway, not to geek out too much about my own contrivances and your, decisions within the confines of what I've given you to work with.
But yes, everyone, Meat is allowed to wander. I turned his weapons off and, removed the program of restrictions that, keep him loyal to Fenrir Corp, allowing him to make his own decisions.
Mm-hmm.
How much of that do you actually do?
0% of it.
That's what I figured.
I mean, yeah.
Although I would think you're down to one round before you'll have to
Yeah, so he is unfortunately mostly out of ammo, so we're gonna have to find some if I really need him to go kill things. And I guess I would say I probably did either the voice command or something very strong. Like, he cannot just decide to kill people and break my cover without, my
You gave me a very strict command. You said that I needed to convince them that. Well, yeah. You gave me a strict command that means I won't be killing people.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just be playing with people's minds.
Indeed. That's the funner thing to play with anyway.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
no.
we destroyed the psyche of the
Entrails.
psychiatrist.
Entrails
my
are the funner, or the more fun thing to play with.
Indeed. So probably you would be confronted by, what's the old expression? You walk into a bar and inside you find a priest and a shaman or something. Anyway, not that joke. So you're confronted.
You walk into a bar. Ow.
Yes.
Mm.
Also that. It's a rabbi and a priest, right? And
Yeah.
then something else. I forget. Look, I'm not very great at things. Anyway, so yes, you've got a counselor and a programmer about you, and they're all very interested in this whole thing that Clarice Ritter has informed them of, which is to say that you have a degree of free will. Crazy.
I am
Tell us
fully
more about
sentient, I'll have you know.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you're fully capable of deciding things for yourself, right?
Yes.
This is the counselor speaking.
As long as the programming blocks aren't in place, yes.
Okay, Maj, her name is the counselor, says. Let me write that down real quick. Actually, did I? Yes. Maj. It's Mirage. Mirage. Fun sounding. Mirage says. So, if you're no longer ordered to serve Fenrir Corp, who do you serve?
Myself? Do you not serve yourself too?
I serve myself. I serve the Federation of the Thren.
I mean, by that logic, technically, I am still an employee of Fenrir Corps, sort of. But I mean, I can do what I want.
So, what leads you to want to work for Fenrir Corps?
Well, they made me. My family is all working for them, sort of, except for the ones that aren't anymore. But that's a whole thing. Yeah. So it's a sense of loyalty, you understand? You know about loyalty, right?
I do understand the concept of loyalty. Yes. However, I also understand the concept of deciding whose loyalties you choose to serve. I understand the concept of making your own mind up about why one is loyal to one thing
So
or
you're
another thing.
so you have some sort of family problems then. Because as I already stated, my loyalty is to my family, who are all working for them as well. So do you have family problems?
I have plenty of family. You might not know this about the Thren, but we have a different family structure than humans, or I suppose. How would you prefer to be called? Synthetic human intelligence?
I am an automated technology. Though synthetic intelligence is fine, meat is what the humans generally call me, because meat is the acronym for the unit that I am, for my unit designation.
I'm not going to call
And
you
my family, my family would call me 1D, but that's just like because you name the numbers. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, and so on.
That makes sense. Yes. So, 1D. My good friend, Automated Technology. 1D. Or, she would probably spew off the numbers that you listed because she's very literal-minded. Suppose your family did something that you don't agree with. How would that make you feel? What would you do in those circumstances?
So you believe that family is only important when it's agreeing with you. That's interesting. Is that a full Thren culture, or is that just your personal belief? I'm trying to understand your people more.
Of course. And I'm trying to understand you. Family is ultimately something that I believe we can choose. Now, we are born into certain families. We're made for certain families, but at the end of the day, one can grow into understanding their own identity and grow to discern whether or not the people that made you actually constitute family. Because there is a difference between family and being made by someone.
I would agree. I don't consider Fenrir Corp family. I consider I consider MEAT 98C 23F1 through MEAT 98C 23F. Well, I don't actually consider 2B family anymore, but that's because he was a bit crazy. He went on a murder spree, and that was not good. But other than that,
With what I'm saying, you understand fundamentally that you can decide whether someone is or is not family.
I suppose. And
Indeed.
so,
But you agree with the decisions that your other family members have made. Anyway, sorry. So that they would probably, fuck around with your head, and you'd probably try fucking around with theirs for a prolonged period of time. Eventually, the programmer would be like, "Can I look inside of it now?" And
no-
the council would be like,
no thank you.
Like they didn't do that part first for the hours of bedroom.
No thank you. Unless, of course, you want me to look inside your brain.
Not sure that would be so easy, friend. My brain's like a little squishier than yours.
Ah, so you value organic parts above synthetic parts in terms of sentientness.
Negative. I think that squishy parts are harder to deal with, harder to look into.
Just requires more precision, more skill.
Bad touching meat, violating his sense of autonomy.
So the programmer actually wasn't here necessarily to look inside your head, although she desperately wants to. She was actually here to inform the counselor as to what a machine logic would hypothetically think.
Mm-hmm.
So she does want to get inside your head, but if you tell her no, she's not going.
I say no. No one's allowed in my head.
She's not going to invade your personal space.
I don't want her to find the flaw in my batch's programming that makes us all homicidal. That would be no fun.
Is it a flaw though? Is it?
Indeed. Let me change the tunes a
Or
little
is
bit
it an
because we're
unexpected
a little
feature?
past the Miller Jazz phase of this. Let's go to Unchanged Colossus because that is a great song. Again, by Cole.
No, meat units aren't supposed to be homicidal to everyone. They're just supposed to be okay with killing anyone you point and say shoot at. It's a big difference.
Indeed. So I believe you were assigned by Clarice, who is your handler, a number of things to accomplish, right?
Primarily to, basically I'm just, after they let me go from this interrogation, I'm going to be going and scouting out the stations, the numbers and placement of all the peoples.
Okay. Yes, you get a good feel of that. Let me see.
Right, that was the only thing you really said.
Yeah,
other than
I'm
mess
just
with
trying to
people's
get as
brains.
complete as picture.
Mhm.
I'm trying to get as much information on the security as possible everywhere at all of the random times.
Yeah, their stations,
For later
official launch
use.
times. Yes. Okay.
And things like where do they keep their weapons? How well guarded are they? Just useful information for later.
Indeed. So you get a feel for that. They do have a lot of weapons in the ops and staging place, as well as each hangar is equipped with your standard human empire
Wait,
equipment.
I thought we weren't allowed below this line.
Well, you are not allowed below. Yes, no, you're not allowed below that line. However, you would know that the hangars contain a lot of the equipment that you're looking for.
Okay.
And you would have been informed that the Ajax has rejoined the Hell's Heart and is now in the hangar.
Oh, that's excellent. The
Is it
Ajax
still
father
in
was
the-
such a conversationalist.
Same hangar as the shuttle?
It's further down. This is a very large ship, and much of it is hangar. It's pretty far down. Simple answer, no. Anyway.
Using normal vocal language just is so time consuming. You understand? I say to the two thread.
They look at you like, I enjoy speaking.
But you need to speak at a slow enough pace for brains to process it properly. It's just too much effort.
I don't understand necessarily what you're getting at, but
Why father was such a good conversationalist. I could speak to him at a proper pace.
Oh, you want to speak to another AI? We have one here that you could speak to.
Yes.
Her name's Mother.
Has she talked to father? Because I heard that that's how you make baby.
One of the friends would giggle at that, and the other one's like, don't laugh.
Nope.
Why, yes. In the bridge, you could converse with Mother. We have an expert on artificial intelligences, actually, who helped prepare her for her new line of work.
But no, I don't, because I will be like, that's good to know. I may do that later.
Indeed. Okay.
I want to
So-
just see how big this ship really is, because it looks really big.
It is quite big. You are unfortunately only allowed in the, the head, so to speak.
And yeah, I just wander around the ship.
It looks like this. You're only allowed in that kind of
The tip.
small segment in the beginning of it. It's the most sensitive part, apparently. Anyway, let's go on to Clarice. Clarice, you had over the course of this one day a moving conversation with the guard Azithral, your guard Jade Patel, and Purple.
Yes, to be clear, audience, anyone who's seen the previous sessions knows that Clarice is a company agent, kind of company agent. Right now, she's pretending to be an inexperienced, younger company agent with slightly problematic views to sucker everyone into trusting her. So, she's having a slow conversion process and, learning a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, all those stress rolls were not an act at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, she's definitely not unseasoned with regards to wartime stuff.
But this
Anyway.
is basically her element.
Yeah, manipulating people, kind of her thing.
She's like reverse Lucian at this point. Like, Lucian is vulnerable and adorable and, trying not to be that way. And Clarice is the exact opposite of that.
Actually, yeah, it's pretty exactly on the money there.
Lucian sneezes somewhere across the room. Yeah, it's like
Sound that girly.
I was gonna say it's like a super girly sneeze. Yeah.
Lee, sneeze for us. Wow. Shots fired.
But yeah, I think the only thing I really need to know right now is what does my Fenrir core device get me in terms of access, because I still don't know and I've got to know that, and then anything I can find out about hangar security.
Yes. Okay. So hangar security. There's guards posted at the hangars. There's so the hangars themselves are very, very extensive. They do rounds, mostly. Each hangar is not individually checked up on, but they do have pretty nice routines of rounds. They're very organized about it. It is the human rebels, for the most part, ensuring that the rounds are met, as well as a number of the Thren, but mostly the human rebels do rounds there. And they're very organized about it, which means they're on time, and you could possibly exploit a weakness, because you've probably employed Meat's information that he's gotten you, as well as, stuff that you've picked up on your own. Your pass lets you through any door.
All right.
So, is there anything more you'd like to do, or can we put
I
a close
guess-
on that first day?
Yeah, this is the first day. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So the second day, you all probably sleep in your own quarters.
So what happens if we try to go to the bathroom at night? Like, can I get a look at my night guards?
You can get a look at your night guards.
Oh, we
They're,
all sleep in the same quarter?
It's like a bigger quarter than it looks on the picture.
It's big on the inside.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that
Okay.
one.
So Clarice is made to share a bunk with like two dudes and a robot.
Oh no!
Robots don't sleep.
I'm gonna say
Rob-
Clarice is sharing a bunk with you. You know, in the so the bunks, of course, are segregated by sex, but the Thren don't really care about that. So you and Clarice are in the ladies' room, and the boys' room,
Wow.
right next door, is you know.
Listen is
got there.
offended.
You feel your therapist may have had a hand in this placement.
And of course,
You're-
I get put with the murder robot. Basic IO stereotyping.
Question: Why is there a ship on the?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
This is actually a figurine on a desk.
Ah, of
This,
course.
This
it's
has like,
diorama.
they have like a replica model of the Hell's Heart. It looks like it's been removed from the stand a few times and put back, probably for polishing.
Oh yes, definitely polishing, only polishing, nothing else. And you know, Han and Devin share a room. And yeah. So the party is there. And it is night time. You wanted to get a glimpse at your night guards? Okay, well they're kind of average, bored-looking types. You notice that Imada doesn't really sleep all that much.
Okay, so Enmada is the only one who guards one member of the party both night and day.
Yeah. Well, she's probably got a sleep schedule that she doesn't break, but she's already had her sleep scheduled off. She
So
tends
is there a
to take
bathroom
note-
in the room, or like is someone accompany you if you go to the restroom? Like,
They're going to one guard will accompany you when you go to the restroom.
so there are 2 guards total guarding us at night, and if you go to the restroom, 1 guard will accompany you.
Mhm.
In terms of the restroom, any security blind spots there, extra doors with dropping
There's-
lid.
There's a safety, or there's a there is an air duct if you'd like to climb up in it.
Okay, I mean, not yet, probably.
Okay.
That's good to know. I guess have
Also,
I noticed?
I know.
Now thinking back to the day, like how many places are there air ducts? Like, does it allow me to travel places?
You would probably notice that this, as in the case of most Fenrir Corp ships, does have a lot of spacious air ducts for crawling around in. Probably get just about anywhere with them. in fact.
Okay, so I could just get to the hangar through the air ducts if I wanted.
You probably couldn't get all that way. You could probably get into the hallway, and then there would be like a kind of mandatory airlock sort of deal, and then you could, you know, climb into another one. Hypothetically,
And I'm going to assume that meat cannot get into an air duct.
he would make a lot of noise.
That is true. Metal
He
on
is-
metal is generally
Mhm.
loud.
I have a question about the definition of night in this context. The
Yes.
ships don't exactly have like a sun cycle, and given that, you know, you kind of need people doing stuff on a ship all the time, I wouldn't be surprised if they have sort of hot bunking systems. So is it actually like quieter at night at all, or is it just different people are up at night than at day?
No, it's just different people are up at night. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
not like
Okay.
the night.
It's still busy.
I just want, because that's what I assumed, and I was like, I'm not going to wait for night. What's the point? And that was right.
Exactly. No, there's
mean,
there's still
Probably,
people up.
but like night still provides us with fewer guards than we normally have.
I usually
Yes.
have one guard.
Well, you know, not everyone is an intelligence officer who gets to pre-select their guards, Max. Some of us have to work with what we have.
Well, that's the problem. You need more intelligence.
It's okay. All you need to do is make sure all the guards are near me, and I'll just start having debates with them.
No, just
About
have a
that.
relationship. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, just
Just be like,
yeah, just get with the fucking like commander or whatever. God, idiot.
Yeah, no,
I
definitely
mean-
not an option for anybody else here.
I mean, Max introduced the captain, but I guess he doesn't have to.
No.
Actually, show me the picture of the captain again.
It's this picture like all of the human captains have. This guy's been the captain in like 3 different one-shots at least.
Rude.
I
did
do
not
like his
put this
hair.
on. He has snazzy hair. It's very considerate. Just throwing that out there. Anyway, moving on. So, I'm assuming you guys don't attempt any sort of coup that night.
No.
No, but they do play the board game Coup.
Apt.
Coup is a card game.
But no, because it's got a little board that the things go on. That's what the bank is. Bam. Checkmate. All right.
You don't need a board for that
Meat
part. You
wins.
play it with cards.
Meat wins Coup.
Okay, cool. So, anyway, moving on. The next morning, I'm going to say that you guys all join each other for breakfast. Or
Mhm.
frocust, as some call it. Really randomly. Okay.
I
yeah.
inform Ritter that there be robots among us.
Like
I don't say
any-
anything more details because I can't tell the difference between one thread and another thread. Or at least
Really? You can't provide me with any more information than that.
I will also.
Like a friendly robot, a hostile robot, an AI.
It appears to be a robot that wants us to break the info center. Because it's really easy to shut down the info center guards.
Okay, what is the info center and why would we want to do that? I guess I'm going to assume that we're speaking like French or something. Or some language,
But
hopefully,
that's
that our
fine.
human guard wouldn't understand in quiet tones.
But we.
Yeah,
I have no
well,
human guard. I only have a friend watching me. And yeah, some weird. We're speaking some foreign language down the list, like number
Just gonna,
4
like,
that you
pat
learned.
comfortingly while I like kind of adjust things with a little wrench.
Yeah, you would know that
Like
a lot of the human rebels actually speak Russian, because apparently Cornucopia was founded by a very large Russian population.
Interesting.
That's why everyone calls it Cornucopia.
That's why.
Cornucopia.
That's why they all call it. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the
Interestingly enough,
information
though-
center?
Yeah.
It's down here. What would that's just like. What would that actually be? Because I don't know what an info center is. Is that just like the center of communications on the ship? Is that where a bunch of spies hang out? Or do we not know?
It's no. You would know. It's like the Comtech Center.
Okay.
And what is
Yeah.
breaking it accomplish? Does it mean that they just intercom breaking or like sensor data?
No, it's breaking the doors. The door to the guard post from the info center. So you can make it so guards can't get into the info center easily, and it won't
Ah.
look suspicious.
So, while you guys are talking about this, somebody shushes away your guards.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're unattended now.
Who
He
shushes
looks
away the
in-
guards?
Yeah, he looks at Inmata and says, I'm dismissing you. You can leave.
I'm like, I look at him, and taking only a second longer than I should, nod, and then leave as well.
He doesn't know what you are.
And
He
he won't.
down in your spot. And he addresses the group at large and says, Well, hello there, lassies and laddies. I got a proposal for you.
Oh my god. This.
Like, you realize too that Scottish and Irish are different things, right?
No, I do not. Thank you.
Top of the morning to my haggis.
Hello to you, man with the strange accent.
I can imagine he's not actually Irish at all, and just like has one accent he thinks he can do, and so all of his covers are Irish.
Yes.
It's literally a cover.
He's like,
Cover-
Lucy's
cover
like,
stuff.
and you are?
The name's Sean, or at least that's my public name. I've got a wee bit of a proposal for you. Listen here. I want off this hunk of metal. I want off real bad, alright? I feel like you are all the folks to get me out of here. I'm gonna stop using the terrible accent because I can't actually speak
That
fluently.
was
when
actually
I'm-
pretty good.
Thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, he proposes to you that he does not want to be on this ship. In fact, he goes forth and lists something that Harris would recognize immediately. Why, it's an IO badge. He says, and just betwixt the two, the three or four, sorry, the four of us and the robot here. I'm a bit undercover at the moment. Don't usually spoil it like this, but well, a little bit of a jam, you see, because the operations that I was sent here to interfere with are going forward, and they're going forward at a much accelerated pace from what I was expecting. Right? So, I believe that if we do not act now, comrades, we're going to be dealing with a bit of a problem at the station, which of course he would say Ichthus Station. You guys all know that because you've been informed at this point by the captain of this ship that Ichthus Station is on their to-do list.
Mhm.
And Seamus is kind of leveling with you here. Says his name is Seamus, and he wants your help. He wants your help liberating a little bit of a strike craft, or maybe even the Ajax, riding it on out into the sunset, so to speak, after blowing this vessel up, ensuring that they don't enact their plan. What do you say? You in?
So, I mean, do the rest of us, like, I assume that we don't know IO badge numbers. The rest of us are like, this feels like a trap. Like, I'm sorry, Harris, are you gonna, like, vouch for him? I'm like, is he an IO agent? Because this just really feels like a test. Just such an obvious attempt to get us to, betray these people.
Do you say anything of the sort?
No, that's
'Cause
exactly
you
what I
don't.
said in character.
Yeah, no, exactly. So Seamus is like, well, madam, I appreciate you thinking that, but I don't think the Stren are smart enough to pull that off. At least not devious enough. Not like us.
Yeah, but this is a
You would say that with a
deserved
degree of
operation.
pride.
Even if you assume that Thrin aren't smart, which I don't buy, then, like, this is not a... I'm sorry, like, not to offend you if you are an IO agent, but this is not a particular... It wouldn't be difficult to pull this off as a ruse. You've currently offered us nothing that risks yourself. I mean, of course, we could, then go and tell people, but they probably wouldn't believe us since we're prisoners. Like, what do you have to offer us in terms of, I don't know, ship access? Anything that would put you at
But
greater
also
risk
the
by
freedom. You saw me earlier. I can tell the guards to do what the fuck they want. I'm the fucking first mate of this ship. I've got respect.
So, do you know who's on the Ajax on a regular basis? If
Probably
anyone?
the maintenance crew. You guys jacked your own ship up quite substantially.
We didn't jack our own shit.
I mean, people shooting at us jacked up our ship, but good to know.
Right,
You
yeah.
specifically shooting at us.
Look, just because you're bad at your jobs, you can't blame me for that.
I piloted quite.
How
fine
dare
damage.
But you got
You're
caught.
doing a
didn't you?
great job.
So you're all in the same boat with me. Or should I say, ship.
Okay, so seriously, Max, you gonna confirm or deny this guy's identity?
I am exactly where I wanted to be.
See, I'm conflicted. I'll confirm his identity. I'll be like, yes, this man is IO.
All right.
Oh.
So, this is helpful. I guess in the interest of collaboration, I'll say that as a representative of Fenrir Corp, I have the ability to open any door on this ship, though as a first mate, you could probably also do that.
Yes, but that is going to come in handy. Because my plan, right? My plan here, if you choose to accept this mission, which kind of hoping you do, because otherwise you're stuck in thin space with a whole bunch of pussies. My plan here. You guys head to the engine room, and I will disable all defenses from the bridge. We'll meet in the middle, in the hangars. We'll get the fuck out of Dodge while the getting's good. You go to the engine room and blow it up, is what I'm trying to imply here. Yeah, to make it sure that it doesn't fly anymore, ever again.
Why do
Just
that
out of-
when we could just, set the Titan array to target itself? Hypothetically, because I am, of course, a peaceful robot, but
We both know that's not true, but I would respect you for trying. Right, so the Titan array, that would be a great theory in theory, but that's going to require a lot more fucking programming and a lot more time than just blowing up the engine. There's a lot of codes involved, and frankly, I don't know all of them. Something the captain usually keeps.
I just like to say out of character that I am just, it is canon within my mind now that the term like "poozy" was definitely invented by some like Irish or Scottish like politician or something.
I mean, honestly, the Irish have a very large sway in the EU, so it's quite possible. Which is one of the 8 nations that founded this glorious human empire.
along with America.
You poosies.
You pussies!
You
Indeed.
poos.
Okay, when do you want to strike?
Like a fuck.
As soon as possible. I've been itching to get my ass off the ship for a very long time. I've got to warn the High Command. Because they've got some serious plans. I don't know if you've heard a lot of it, but there's more than you've heard. And it's all up in here. Been undercover for a very long time. I know what's going on. It's very important that my mind gets off the ship. And you guys are the perfect opportunity for me to do so.
So let's say we get off the ship. What happens then?
Well, we fly our asses back to Ichthus Station and tell the Admiral. Don't you think?
Lucy's like, ugh, I hate that guy.
Yeah, he's a bit of a prick, but who wasn't?
And how can you guarantee
Me.
our proper
He looks at you
compensation
like,
that isn't?
Obviously. Lucian looks at him like, duh.
How can you guarantee
Bro,
our proper compensation that isn't just being court-martialed?
But we then would fulfill our job. It was our
Yeah.
job to either destroy the Hell's Heart or to bring it back.
Indeed. Yes, he's offering you a way to destroy the Hell's Heart. Basically, you'd finish your job.
Yeah, I mean, given the intelligence that we'd be bringing back, like, we'd be fucking heroes.
You would be
Is
heroes,
there a particular
yes.
timetable you're looking at for this?
Today.
Like,
Around
I already
lunch.
asked him that. He said, like, soon.
Okay.
Yeah. When when the clock strikes midday, because of course this is a human ship, and it strikes midday at a certain point. That's when most people are on their lunch break. I've worked out the math. The vast majority of the population of the ship are in the galley at that point of time, midday, noon, right? So that's when we strike. It just so happens that shifts work out that way. What do you say?
It's
I'm
because of
offering you a
silly
chance to
flaws in
complete-
organic flesh beings.
Yeah, that one. Remind me that I don't like that one. Anyway. Are you in?
I'm in.
If you could change
Pleasure
your
doing
fate.
business with your
Would
Fenrir
you?
What if we have people that are assisting us?
Nah, I can
Would
only
they
be
also
us.
get the same liberty as us?
Are you daft, man? No, it's just us. The 2 IO agents. You there, Mr. Pilot. Very important job. Don't want to discriminate. The one that's kind of on the yeah, you Adams, and Fenrir Corp lady and the robot.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper to Meat and Fringe to keep an eye on Devin and, intervene if he tries to tell his girlfriend.
Lucien will just like lean across the table and like kind of like and look at him and like point at Devin and be like, "Little problem. This one here is a lovebird."
It's not a
Got
problem.
bit by the bug, have ya?
Another flaw of those
With
silly
one
organic.
on no list.
Damn, it was a pity to see her get captured. You know, she really did put up a good fight against us. Sad to see her go to the other side, as it were. Khan's been quite convincing to some. I'm glad you lot didn't get swayed. Got to you early enough. Can be right convincing if you give him enough time. Damn man's the devil himself, if you ask me.
Clearly, you never met 2B.
I don't know what that is, but remind me not to meet 2B. What do you say, Lovebird? Is she really swaying on you, or is she really weighing on your conscience that much, or are you gonna do the smart thing and join us? He gives you like an animalistic, aggressive look, like glaring his teeth.
If you could change your fate, would you?
Regardless of my decision,
No,
I would
Rape
not
was
stand
not
in your way.
good.
Alright, well, I can handle that. Make sure you don't talk to anybody. Clearly, I chose to out myself in mixed company.
Lucien's like,
Like,
so what would happen to all the people that worked on here? Like, it's not like I care about them or anything. I just like want to know.
they'd blow up, that's the whole point.
The engine would explode and then they would all be happy and safe while they waited
Everyone
for
would
it.
it's right.
They
They,
will-
they will-
We're at war here.
The engine will
We're at war with
explode,
an entire species or two.
and then they will make happy music.
Lucien's like, look, I didn't like actually care. I just was just curious. Gosh.
I'll give
Alright.
Lucian the truth. I would say
Like pat
The
Lucian
engine
on the
of this
shoulder, like
size of
you'll
a
be a hero, a rich
engine of this size of
hero
ship
who
would
could get
kill
whatever he
everyone.
wants.
Lucien's like, I already got one of those covered.
Wait, what did Ben say?
No, I mean that you're already rich and now you'll be a hero, so you can basically do
Bet.
Christian, what did you say?
I would tell Lucian straight, like this engine of this size of a ship would obliterate everyone. And
Stop telling
depending on
Lucian
how
the truth.
close we make
He's
it,
fragile.
we might also die escaping. Because the engine exploding on this size of a ship is no big deal. Or is there is
It
no
is
small?
not- Yeah,
no
sorry, it's
small
not a small deal.
It's MBD.
It would be dangerous, and Sean has not really indicated that he's overly interested in hearing hard truths like that.
I mean, well, so like we're the ones rigging the engine. Do we have the ability to time that?
Yes, but in order to make sure that you're not followed, you'd have to time it so that it's kind of close.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yes and no. Like, could we conceal that we tampered with the engine room? Like, I assume if we escape, they're going to try to catch us.
Getting to the engine room is, gonna be an ordeal and a half. You're gonna have to move through the entire ship.
That's true.
The
Which we're
odds
not
are
allowed to
very
risk.
low. Yeah, but you're not allowed to move through. So the odds are basically pretty
Yeah.
slim that you will have the chance to do that without being caught.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, you've had several offers, and now a counter offer.
I had no offers. I just had
All right.
psychiatrists.
So once breakfast is over, I have something I would like to attend to.
Okay, well, wait. After, does Sean leave and allow us a chance to talk amongst ourselves?
Do you ask him to? Because he would if you asked.
Yes, I'll do that then.
And he says,
Okay.
make the right decision. Make the right decision.
Okay, so then I turn to Devin and I'm like, look, if you can, knock Porter unconscious, get her to the ship, which, Sean will be after us because we're doing the engine room and go to the ship separately. So get her on the ship, and then I assume between, Lucine's money, my finger corp contacts, like, we'll just either smuggle her out or get her apart, and, like, we'll be war heroes. IO isn't the only game in town.
I think that I don't know if that is an option for her. Like, if we smuggle her off and we make it legitimate, she's not going to stop.
Oof.
She will be a loose end, and it's not going to end pretty. I stand by my statement. Regardless of my decision, I will not stand in your way.
Well, I mean, you do stand in our way because you're our pilot.
That is
I'll
fair.
So, I mean, would you
know,
consent
you
to
might-
maybe
you
we
would,
could
like,
drop her
die.
off in an escape shuttle and send that off? Or the Ajax has those. We could release her once we're far enough away from the explosion. Like, we need to figure out a solution to this, Warner.
I guess that's true. You guys are kind of stuck without
Oof.
me then. I mean, I'm sure there's other pilots on this ship. I'm sure you guys could pilot a ship. But, I mean, as I said before, an explosion of that size, it's going to be tricky. It's
And
not
Mata-
just going to be fly straight.
And Mars casually walks in with a quiche, and she's like, "Hey, did someone ask for a quiche? Was that what that dude was looking for?" Oh, piloting ships? Wow, it would be wild if you guys knew a friend.
Crazy.
I lean in and be like that, lean in and in French to Ritter and like, I think that based on my visual data, that's the seditious robot one.
Ask it if it
At this
knows
point, I
piloting.
sigh
when
and I'm
robots
like,
speak.
yes. I'm like, hello, everyone, meet whatever your IO designation is.
Yeah. IO designation 345
Aw, I was hoping this ship was filled with seditious robots.
That'd be their
Right,
IO designation
IO
is
is
1, 2,
just-
3, 4, 5, 6.
Crawling over this ship, isn't it? I think
like-
they would have been more help. We basically got shot down, but too late.
IO designation 123 APC do re mi.
So, tell us, apparently IO agent, can you pilot?
Oh, me? Yeah.
No.
I mean, I'm very good at making things go fast.
Doesn't mean.
Lucy's like, what does that even mean?
Well, like it's like let's just say I specialize in ballistics. Spaceships are just riding rockets that you like steer, right? I can steer a rocket.
Holy
No,
shit! You're playing the same character.
Come on. If the Poozies can do it, it's easy.
Wow. Damn.
Hello?
Shockingly racist.
This is like,
When it looks like a threat.
yeah.
I'm starting to think that the seditionist robot was programmed by humans.
Excellent deduction, Meat.
Anyway, stealing
now
the
you've been
stealing
given
the
it.
escape pods is part of Protocol 2314. I'm sure I can just modify it if we need to do anything more complicated than steal the escape pod and blow it up behind us.
I don't think an escape pod would get us out of here and fly back into the system that we need to. It's gonna have to be a more heftier ship than that.
I'm like, oh, well, I look at Carl.
Basically the only ship that you're familiar with as being capable of fast and light travel is the Ajax. You probably know there's some others in here that are capable of doing that. You don't know where they are, what they are, or any of their specifications, but you do know that the Ajax is in the hangar.
Wait, didn't the lady say that that her shuttle that she left here was capable, or was
It
that
is
something
not
that I meant?
capable. It is
What?
not. It's a
Okay.
normal shuttle. It's just it's this one. Like there's a number of other similar shuttles.
Okay.
None of them are fast and light.
But Inmada would look suggestively at Carl Harris, not really saying anything, but like, what's the play here?
I mean, to me, it sounds like we have a pretty solid plan.
But Devin's not on board yet, as far as I understand.
I'm like, wait a minute. You mean you guys getting caught wasn't the plan?
Of course it was. Duh.
Oh, okay. Then, you know, we're all gonna do the job I've been waiting my entire life, which has not been that long to do.
It's a baby robot.
Adorable.
I knew when you put a mother and a father together, it would make a baby.
I'm like, and Mala just says, I am compelled to suggest that I go with that one. And I point at Carl Harris. And protect his
Yes.
body.
I need some time to think about this.
Okay.
Quiche? She asks, gesticulating at you with the quiche.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
So,
Like I
Devin,
said,
roll
you
me an
won't have much
observation.
time. It's like probably like 9 right now, and the plan's gonna go down at noon.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I was gonna ask, like, what time is it, and how much time do I have?
probably midday. Or it's nearing midday. Devin, give me an observation check. Kind of important.
Okay. Oh, hey, I got a 1.
Nice.
Or
As
1
you
success.
step up to, like, you know, run your hands through your hair and think about it as whatever you do, you look around, right? And as you see, and as you're looking around, you notice Sean leave the cafeteria, and Sean is talking rather intently with another very rigidly standing Thren. He seems to be going over fine details of something. You haven't seen him up until this point quite so determined to relay information in a timely fashion.
Mhm.
It almost looks like he's conspiring.
Conspiracy.
I look over and I'm like, oh wow. That dude who was talking to you earlier was talking to one of the Quasi. Look at her. She's just like all the rest of them. God.
I feel like an intelligence droid would be less like overtly racist for camouflage reasons, but also, what is he talking about? Was it a trap? How sure are you that this guy is IO, Harris?
IO? Who else is
I'm
IO?
100% sure he's IO. Continued loyalty, potentially questionable, but seemed reasonable enough when I spoke to him earlier. However, here's my pet theory. You know, I over here got a robot that looks like a Thren.
I'm like, oh no, you don't think she looks over and she's like, I mean, to be fair, she does have a good sense of style. I don't know if we're programmed with that, but
Actually, to make it funner, control copy. The character actually looks like this.
oh my god, I'm like,
Very
she
cool.
does have some sick shades. Not gonna
That's
lie.
definitely IO. Those are IO standard issue shades.
It's actually incredibly
It looks
risky
like
for
IO.
wearing them.
All undercover cops.
Those are the shades of a Thren who describes Gatorade by their actual label flavor names rather than the color.
Bruh.
What? Ugh. Monsters.
Disgusting. That's definitely a robot.
Yeah.
So, he's walking out with this one, and 2 other random Thren who are both walking quite rigidly, stepping in tune, as it were, join him.
There is
And
a
the 4 of them
army of robots.
abscond.
Can you tell if they're robots or not, or does it have to be an intentional communication?
Well, you know what? I think No, they're pretty well built. If they are indeed a seditious robot, like
They're very well built for people who may or
Do
may
they
not be
walk?
robots.
Like,
Yeah, they go to the gym every day.
Our
And,
current IO Officer Thrin thing.
The only
Yes,
real
they
way
want
you can tell
at
androids apart from organics is cutting them open.
I also will point out that our Thread compatriot here is not an officer, is an asset. Thank you.
Yes.
Indeed.
I'm like, that's right. I'm property of the state. I haven't really been long enough, fully cognizant of that long enough to form a strong opinion upon it. Woo! Property of the
What are you
state.
combat ready?
Oh,
All
don't
right.
worry.
I'll
I've
teach
been
you a thing
combat
or
ready.
two about forming opinions.
I've
So
actually.
I'll
No
look
one
over
but-
at Devin, and I'm going to be like, you either need to get on board with this plan or not right now, because it looks like it's moving forward one way or another.
I'd also turn to Devin and be like, oh, of course I'm combat ready. The threat had me kill tons of people.
That really?
She was embedded before the battle, wasn't she?
Yes.
She was like,
You've
yeah.
always been told not to
I
kill
mean,
unless
they
you
said
were,
things
like-
about shooting for the leg, but there's a lot of blood vessels in the leg between you and me.
Yes,
I mean,
there
yeah.
are.
Not kill people.
And even better, did you know there's a lot of nerves between the leg that can make them make wonderful sounds?
You know, I really don't
You
have
hit the
strong
right one at the
opinions
right
on
angle.
sounds, but I'll have to see what that's like.
Lucian's like, oh my god, please get the robots away from each other.
I think meat is a good influence on a buddy mind.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
Amazing.
All right.
Are you sure? Because
so-
this is me influencing a robot that you can't just tell not to kill you.
Yeah,
Devin.
Those are my actual scores.
You got to
So-
make the call.
My stress.
My criteria is I want to get Han out of here too.
Okay.
She has to be
Yes.
involved.
Okay, yes and no. Get her out of here, yes. Be involved, no. She is not, as far as I understand, like, she is loyal to these people. We get her out of here unconscious, thoroughly tied and bound, so
Oh,
she can't
So we can
disrupt it.
interrogate her.
Mm,
How much can you guarantee to make her a legitimate citizen again? And I say legitimate
I
with a
chuckle.
air
I'm
quote.
like, that's IO does. Oh wow, she was an undercover operative the whole time.
I mean, IO operatives
you
are
could
coming out of the
probably do
woodwork.
something like that.
mhm.
Yeah, you could actually do something like that. Probably, it would take a lot of sway, but you know, war heroes. It's a lot of sway. If you were
Alright,
to
I'm in.
stop this oncoming onslaught, you could probably have a lot of sway in the IO community. It would make you, you know, very powerful.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm in.
I can see. He's
What I
in
still
it for
don't
his career,
trust
but, you know,
Sean.
respect the hustle.
I still don't trust Sean. We don't know enough about him because he's also been
I agree. I
on
think
this ship for a while.
while you guys go and deal with the engines, I should probably wait and be a rear guard at the hangar
Here's a
doors.
question, Pat. Would Sean have tried to say sarsaparilla to me after I returned?
After you returned, no, it seems like he's, you know, you haven't heard him say sarsaparilla ever before.
I'm just like, oh, what? The first mate? I mean, I could follow him if you want.
I don't
Indeed.
think that's necessary, or I don't know. Maybe it is. I need to sit down.
IO.
Lucian's like,
IO
look,
kicks
I don't
the-
have time for this. Like, tell me what the plan is whenever you figure it out. And he just like walks away.
I believe we can trust Mr. McDougal.
You can trust him. Indeed. He is indeed an IO agent, very loyal to the Human Empire.
If Mr.
Yeah,
Ryan,
Spyman trusts,
Reyes.
if Mr. continually spying on all of you guys in the bathroom trusts him, I trust him too. Mostly because I'm assuming that he is still continually spying on everyone in this ship, even in the bathroom.
I
Indeed.
guess someone else was in the room when it happened.
All right.
Wait,
So,
what?
so are you convinced, Devin?
Yeah.
We'll get amnesty for your girl.
Okay, and you
'Cause I
said
can't-
that Pat. But, oh, sorry, Devin, go on.
I can't imagine there being a future with her path currently. So I need to look for another one for us.
Hmm.
All right, that sounds like a yes.
All right.
Okay, so you said that there's an armory, but then there are also a bunch of weapons in the hangars.
So yes,
Yes.
there are weapons in the hangars. Basically, like when you're assigned to go to your stations, there would be a locker there. That would.
Well, so like, is
give
there
you-
ammo there for meat? Because
There is, yes. There's
Okay.
ammo in there for meat. It is specialist ammo. It's not in every single hangar, but you feel like if Dr. Huang is who you think she is, she probably would have stuck to one of the hangars that did have that ammo.
Mm-hmm. Because it's important to have good weapons.
Indeed. There's also our stuff in the staging room, but basically you're not going to have much of a chance to go there before you have to break loose to the south.
also in terms of the engine room, like, what skills do we need to explode it? Is that heavy machinery, Comtech, just pressing a button?
Probably be a normal strength or normal heavy machinery, or actually no, it's going to combine both heavy machinery and Comtech. You can attempt an untrained heavy machinery, because I'm not sure any of you are heavy machinery trained, or you could try
Meat is.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
basically meat.
Can we not just like
Yeah.
shoot it?
I mean, Mead isn't super trained. He only has one, but he also has 6 strength.
The way that
So
it's loaded up.
A freighter class engine like this, shooting it is gonna effectively try to shock it with static electricity. It's not gonna do anything.
Right.
Granted, shoot it enough, it may malfunction for a couple hours, but that's not exploding.
Right. Unless you explode it, somebody might man a strike staff and take you guys out. Tough call. All these souls. All these people who have names now.
All right. Well, it looks like we've made our decision. You guys can work out how to put up an engine. I have no idea how it goes about that. I have a meeting they asked me to go to, and I need to keep up appearances for these last couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
I'll be like, all right, should I get you a quiche for the road, or
No, I'm good on the quiche. I had a banana muffin.
awesome?
No,
I,
we
wonder,
had
I
2
watch
banana
people
muffins.
I wonder what all this stuff tastes like. I'm programmed to be able to like consume it, but I don't actually have any of that.
What a pity.
Well, that's fortunate because food
Well,
is
the
a
fun thing
weakness.
is,
It
IO actually
contributes to
built
organic
you-
weakness.
IO built you with taste receptors. We just didn't program you with the software to recognize the taste.
Easy.
Ah, bummer.
I'm
Taste-
one
taste
firmware.
can be
I'm one
seen.
firmware update away from the symphony of taste.
One firmware update away from full sentence.
They actually use taste as like a way to like program like commands into you.
Yeah, we'll give you a wafer and it'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, murder.
Oh my god.
All right,
Are
I'm
you-
gonna step away from the table.
Yeah, I've already done that by the way. If that,
Yeah.
And I want to go meet with the captain.
Okay.
On the bridge or in his quarters.
What? Yeah. What?
I don't know where he's at.
What sort of? Yeah, he's probably in his quarters still, more or less. What do you want to converse with him about?
Well, as his future director of intelligence, I have uncovered a plot against his plans.
Mm.
Oh my
Oh,
god, are you
wow.
actually falling for his offer?
I love
Mhm.
it.
As it, out of character, well, in character, but speaking out of character, As an intelligence officer, I know the war isn't going too hot. I'm not too confident
Yep.
about humanity winning this, even if they win this.
Wait, okay. Do I at least get a check to observe him as he leaves? Like, it's kind of feels like
Yes,
bullshit.
you can.
I mean,
Yeah, no.
he,
Give me an
go-
observation.
he goes to a meeting with the captain, just like he told you he would.
He does indeed go to that, but I would give you a contested manipulate. Harris
Okay,
versus
sure. I'll do manipulation.
Madeline. Harris versus Clarice.
The two
Rita.
manipulators. Oh, but Clarice.
Oh,
Clarice trust.
I'm actually.
Wait.
Here's
You
the
guys shouldn't
question,
have
do I
some
stress it
stress.
I
around.
don't
because-
trust anyone.
Yeah.
I would say everybody
I
goes
took
with
my
it.
stress away because it's been a day, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
it's been a day
yeah,
since,
Carl,
so-
you don't actually have stress, but Clarice. Okay, did you?
Oh, you're
go-
pushing it?
Did you
Okay.
have any reason to stress out in the beginning? Because you would normally have. Actually, whatever. It doesn't even matter at all. Yeah, no. Clarice wins, and you think something's up with Harris. You don't think he was entirely sold on the plan, which is strange considering you're both quite manipulative types. Do you say anything before he leaves?
Yeah, well, not before he leaves. I wait until after he leaves. Then I'm like, okay. So I think he's going to. Well, actually, no. I probably wouldn't know if he was going to betray us. Gosh.
And are you going
Kind of
to
be
tell
more-
that to Devin McCompromised Horner?
Yeah, no,
Well, I really
great
can't trust
question.
anyone, can I? Except me. Except, I'll trust for
You
very
can
limited
always
value.
trust me.
Trust
I
for
mean-
limited value if I can hack your brain.
I mean, say
Unlike
say
everything.
many things about Lucian, but he is very predictable. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
therefore
you
therefore
definitely do.
trustworthy because you can easily predict what he's gonna do.
Lucian is very manipulative, or very manipulable.
Gullible,
Yeah, go.
Yes, that one.
impressionable.
All of the above.
Okay, so I guess I would probably take meat and try to find Sean discreetly.
Okay, so he's
He's
kind
on
of
the
towards the
deck.
head of the ship.
And,
Yeah, he's on the deck. Which,
I can go to the
oh.
deck anyways, as my guards
Pat,
have told me.
should we transition between screens now?
Oh no.
Yeah, we
great.
we
Oh, yeah.
transition to the break screen for 10 minutes.
Wow.
Very excited about this break league. Made like 5 mentions of it.
I'm trying to do a
just
new
really
thing
need to-
where like I actually like stay on time with like the mechanical functions of the stream.
Yeah.
So so I don't always have to
Least just
rename
really
when the
needed
back
to
and
go-
10 time is.
Lee's just really needed to go to the bathroom since like 9. So
Okay,
he's just
break
been like
right.
break.
So how's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
I was actually completely on the fence about exactly what Harris would do, but like
Yeah.
Same.
my hand was a little
Same.
bit forced by this, and I could have gone either way. But I'm happy with the way it went, especially once the crossing the Rubicon for me was confirming that he was indeed an agent. At first, I was like, wait, that was really stupid. Then I realized, no. If they go along with the plan, that means they're traitors, and this is proof of that. So entrapment, isn't that fun?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure it'll work out of character. In character, he's pretty confident it'll work.
Yeah.
He's very confident it'll work in character. His mind is an entire ship of people versus like 5 people.
It's okay because Meat's current plan is gonna be fun.
Yeah, we'll see how it all goes down. But
Yeah, no, we will. I'm very excited for this, even though I feel like we've been hemorrhaging viewers this entire time, but I've actually been having a lot of fun.
Meat's
Yeah,
current
very
plan
much
involved
enjoying this.
explosive decompression.
Oh, God.
I am
Holy shit.
incredibly tired, however, so I'm sorry if I'm not keeping up.
No, it's fine. And I'm sorry that I did such a shitty job of keeping on track with, making sure that I dealt with weak things during the week.
That's okay. Just means we're gonna get another session of this game. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of on track to do what I expected to do this session, so.
Yeah, okay.
So we might, I mean, obviously we're going to have another session, but shit. that was kind of explicit. I mean, if everybody's still enjoying it and stuff, like, obviously, if you're not enjoying yourselves, there's no obligation to stay. But this is going to be kind of a fun little tidbit. I'm hoping. All right, so I'm gonna make use of this break too.
Yeah.
Feel free to message me during it, though. If at any point, feel free to message me on Facebook if you have something you want to say. I'm going to use the bathroom and feed my dog. See y'all soon.
I will also be right back.
Oh, Madeline, you missed me say what my current plan involves. It's gonna be fun. It involves explosive decompression.
How?
Of the main corridor to the hangar.
Okay.
Using
that
a
seems
smart
like
gun.
a good idea.
Using my smart gun to fire through the roof a bunch.
Yeah.
Significantly slow down everyone as they now need to get into spacesuits. And added bonus, makes them much easier to kill because you just shoot their spacesuit, and if you hit anywhere, they start suffocating.
I mean, that's good. Obviously, you have to wait for the rest of us to be in the hangar, and we both have to hit the engine room first because, you know, we have Comtech and heavy machinery. Well, I guess
you're always in. No, I don't, because you're always in your suit, or you're always in your ape suit, and I don't need to breathe.
True.
So I can just do it as we leave, or as we're leaving the hangar the first time with my ammo.
Yeah, that's fair. And I mean, obviously, we really have to stop by that shuttle and download Dr. Huang's data as we leave.
Mm-hmm. And I was also, I'm going to confirm this with you, but I was also going to say, if everything goes to crap, rather than, that we just take the shuttle and leave in sublight speeds.
I mean, I really feel like we should take the Ajax because it's faster and we're much less likely to die from the explosion, and also be able to get back in time to warn people. It shouldn't be that much harder to take the Ajax than it is to take the shuttle. Like, I have control over the Ajax.
No, the reason why I say take the shuttle is because if you just take the Ajax, we don't get the data.
That's true. I mean, yes, but I think we can do both.
It's probably true.
But you're right. Like, I mean, ultimately, that data is the most important thing.
Well, we'll see. I mean, you guys could probably do both, but we'll see. I honestly don't know how this is going to go down, but I'm interested to see how it goes.
The data is the most important thing because it makes another song like we did with the Must Token. Beautiful, beautiful songs.
I will be so rich if we get that back. Could have my own division.
Except Mirai don't make noise, do they? So it won't be as beautiful a song.
Well, they make pheromones, so it'll be a beautiful song of death in a different way.
When Mirai makes noise, they just don't have like a language that like it's a verbal component of a language.
I mean, I'm not sure that they make that many noises.
How you guys been?
Pretty good.
Oh, you know, I've been researching the layout of Japanese castles for no particular reason.
Oh, I wonder why.
I don't know, Shin. Couldn't. I don't know. Sorashiro, I have no idea, really. It's just a fascination I had. By the way, did you know that the Renkaku style is when you have the main moat in a box, and then the keep off of a separate box of mode. The main
No, I did not.
well, the main weakness is that it makes, obviously, there's now 3 sides the keep could be attached from, which would be a shame. It would also be a shame if those 3 sides of the keep were, I don't know, off a sheer fall on the edge of a mountain.
Well, then they wouldn't. That would be a natural defense that probably keeps them from being attacked.
Yeah. I'm sure that would be the
just
case, though.
Well, you say
Required
that, but you didn't
lizards.
see the Italian-Austrian front in World War One.
Okay, I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, but like I'd say it's at least as good a defense as a moat. Like even if people are ascending it, pour down the boiling oil. Like there's so many biological weapons you could use in that situation. Shoot
I
them
am
with
just
arrows.
saying,
Like
Also,
once
mineral
again,
weapon of a
this
rock.
is a world where giant lizard cavalry is
That-
a thing that exists.
That is true. The
Designed for
Dworkin,
climbing up cliff faces.
yeah, the Dworkin are a very effective cavalry force in mountains because they basically have the only mount that is, other than a flying one, that is reliable in mountains.
Well, the question
But
is,
don't
also
worry,
the dwarves
Shin.
just be like diggy
I'm
diggy
sure
hole the
you
way
won't-
up into the bottom of your castle?
I'm sure you won't meet any of them on your adventure.
No, that's a fantasy, you know. It's
No.
hocus pocus and magic.
It's just
mirrors.
you, your turtle friend, your halfling friend, your gnome friend, your elf friend.
Aren't all
You
of
say
you like
halfling friend, but is it a friend?
A relationship built on trust, right?
Yeah, relationships built on trust and loyalty. No deceit here. No lies.
Yeah, no. You and your good scout. Tune in on Monday for High Road. It's gonna get really fucking lit.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Hi, Pat. We got like 30
Hey.
seconds left in the break.
Yeah, let me make a show post on Twitter because I didn't actually do that beforehand.
Okay.
So,
At 10:40, do you want
might
me
as
to
well
get the
put
bridge
our
up?
best foot forward. I think
It's
I've got
all
the
that
bridge
good
up.
meat action.
Yeah. Oh, I'll have to keep up with you because I'm in his DM.
Oh, yeah,
So
no, I'm on
it
the
won't
bridge. Sorry.
it won't auto drag me. It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Nothing to be sorry about. I'm just keeping up with the details. Perhaps even
Thank
the
you very much
details.
for that. I wouldn't go that far. Alright, gonna throw Lee's character in, gonna throw Shin's character in. Ah, yes, there we are. Let's see, who else? I think it's probably. Oof, it's gotta be, gotta have Sean in this one. And. Harris? Yeah. Intrigue unfolds. If we could make them like another round of show posting all around, it could benefit the stream.
Yo. Apparently, just taking pictures of the screen is way better than anything else because of that amazing response on the Alien RPG
Seriously?
last night. So
Yeah,
No,
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 like
no.
if you want to take a screenshot of the Hell's Heart and be like,
you know what really sells things on the internet? Soy face.
oh shit.
Oh, it's the heckin' Bridgerino!
Holy shit, you're terrible.
I really wish Rainbow had been there for that.
Hmm. Changed stars. Alien RPG.
Hello?
Okay. So are we all back?
I'm
I
here.
think so.
Okay. Let me see. Our windows. Okay. Copy. was I making my post? Oh my goodness. I hate it when I make a post and then I leave that like tab for a second and then I can't find that. Ah, here it is. Please don't refresh on me. Thank goodness. Okay. And paste, and we're good. Okay. I've made another show post, so hopefully that works. Alright. We're about to engage in some actual action now.
Actually, I wanted to ask,
Yeah.
if I could find Han
You could.
and
Looks
try
like
to
the party's
persuade her
really
to
split
let
on
me,
this one.
like know about this ship and like the condition it's in, or how well it flies. Trying to
Indeed.
gauge how.
How well the Hell's Heart itself flies?
Trying to gauge how the engine is.
Okay. Did I move you off this screen already, or are you like somewhere on here that I'm just not seeing? Wow, I think I moved you off the screen entirely. Okay, let me grab you again and move you back to the screen. Just so that we're all on the same page. I feel like, I put the Hell's Heart overall map on the board for long enough, and we're kind of in media res here, so it might benefit to have like a, decentish looking
Also-
map to represent that.
Also, do we know if the Ajax is fixed enough for flight?
I mean,
Ooh,
it
that's a
flew
good
here.
question.
Might
Yeah, I
be a
mean,
good
if
thing to
we're
know.
here and they've been working on it for a day, like, it's probably fine enough. We might have to do a few more repairs, but it definitely flies.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
You know the enemy ship we just captured whose crew we're presently winning over? Should we get that, flight and space worthy, done within 24 hours? Gee, I don't know, Jack. We are on a ship full of other things to do. Maybe we should prioritize litter or anything else. I don't
Are they
think so.
really
Let's
on
get
a
the
ship
Ajax
full
ready
of
to
other
fly.
things to do, though?
Yeah, no, they've
yes.
got a lot of things to do,
This
but
is come over here and
Well, I mean, look, at
Flirt
this
with her.
point, we don't have any more time. That would have been a great thing to check before someone decided to betray us, but, this is the best opportunity we're going to get, period.
We also don't know that yet.
Mhm.
That plus, there's nothing stopping us from talking to Sean again, saying, "Hey, can we delay the timeline? We need to
That's
double
in
check
fact
that we
what-
have an escape route."
Clarice is doing. Yeah, no, so Lucian, you flirt with her. She's, she says, "Oh, you're cute. Look at you."
Lucian's
And,
like,
after
I
after
am-
a prolonged conversation, she would, she would
Not
inform you
cute.
that she's a lesbian.
Lucian's like, ugh,
She's like, "Wait, no,
waste
oh.
my time.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. Oof. Apparently, she thought you were a girl. So, Clarice, you are entering the bridge to hopefully speak with the first mate, who is, kind of walking around with an entourage of a couple, rigidly stanced Thren. Well, grab.
So I asked Sean for a private word. If he, leaves the thread there, then I assume they're allies. And I'm like, I noticed, Io
he
Harris
probably-
going to the captain for a private meeting, and he looked suspicious. Look, I have pretty well-honed instincts as, an experienced company agent. Is there any way you could check what's going on at that meeting? Any way we could figure out, I think we may have to move our timetable up.
For reference, does this happen one deck down from us on the Hell's Heart and I see it?
It is no. You're overseeing the conversation with the captain, which is not here.
Yeah, I don't think that's actually on the bridge. It's in a conference room or something.
I moved
Okay.
to this because it's a prettier map.
I will.
To be honest,
Yeah. No, let me
basically
speed.
what
I'll
is
speed
on
map
the
something
bridge.
up with the captain.
Oh yeah, and also maybe the engine room. I don't know. But anyway, do whatever you want. Have fun, Lee. I know you enjoy this. Anyway, so Sean would look at you and say, "Oh yes, your womanly intuition tells you that, eh?"
Wow, way to bring gender into it, Sean. No, my intuition as an extremely experienced agent who's, surpassed multiple hostile takeovers, defeated my foes, not been betrayed.
Alright, well, don't mean to patronize here, lassie, but I think I know what I'm dealing with here. He's an IO agent just like any of us. We're all kind of suspicious types.
Great. Well, I feel greatly comforted. Okay, so just going to leave. Mead and I are going to go get in position, and the second that we're just going to go do the plan. So I guess I'm going to go try to find Devin and Lucian and
Fine as normal, right?
Of course. I mean, you totally soothed me. You're right. I was just imagining things.
That's the hysteria for you.
Oh my god, I love this guy. He's making my job easy.
So,
Well, I'm starting to think that he's
dismissive
also
conversation.
in line.
Possibly, I don't know. Maybe the IRA just draw us the fuck out so they can, earn a better position in the new regime.
Who knows?
I look forward to the IO agents arguing with one another to see which one was most involved in making sure the filthy traitors were caught.
Jesus fucking Christ. See, the fun thing though is that you're not presently aware if the Captain Khan even actually knows that his birth mate was an IO agent. He called you out because you're living in the IO agent uniform. Captain Khan is, he's a smart man, but he's not like...
Captain Khan is climbing a mountain. Why is he climbing a mountain?
Exactly.
Love that song.
Khan is climbing a mountain. Any gesture or any conjecture as to why he's climbing a mountain will not be resolved. Anyway, though. So, Carl, this conversation with the captain. Give it to me.
I pretty much I walk in, once I have the chamber with him.
Mm-hmm. And does Inmata join you?
I was under the understanding she was staying behind and offering quiches to people.
I think that Carl, they can dismiss the guards, but Carl doesn't have the liberty of the ship. So I was going to I am his guard. I will be his guard in a very different context from what everyone else thinks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sure. Here's a question for you, Pat. I know. Do I have override powers on the synth agents?
You know for a fact that the person who activates a synth agent, the IO agent, who activates a synth agent, is the one who has essentially permanent control until otherwise overrided by a lengthy process that involves sticking a needle inside of them.
Brilliant. Okay, so I can trust my guard. So yeah, I'm pretty much gonna walk in and be like, hello. As your future director of intelligence, I have uncovered a plot against your plans.
Wow, that was quick. Damn. All it took was a wine and dine and you're really on my side. How about that? So,
cheap
let's
date.
have it then.
Accusation.
At mid...
A little classier than that, but
At mid shifts, which is I imagine what they call midday on a ship where there's no day. The other people who came with me on the Ajax, along with your first mate, and a few Thren-looking synth infiltrators are going to attempt to detonate the ship via the engine bay.
My stars. Wow.
I know of at least 3 Thren, which I presume to be synths.
This really is a revelation to me. And I actually do deeply appreciate you bringing this to light. Now, is this a standard thing for the IL? The Thren synths? God, It brings so many questions up. Thank you. You will be greatly rewarded for your loyalty. Trust me. My ambitions. I'm sure I will be able to suitably reward you for your work here. My new director of intelligence.
Thank you.
Now, let's
The
get
days
to...
of the human empire are numbered indeed.
Oh, I think they're
Oh.
quickly coming to an end. Maybe quicker now, thanks to you and your work. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the Lilith Legion. Shakes your hand. Seems like kind of a Faustian bargain, but Faust is kind of hot.
Yeah, I mean,
Before
German playwrights. I'm a
rule.
fan.
Indeed. He then would ask, how would you propose we deal with this insurrection? You are, of course, and the reason I brought you to my office earlier, apart from offering you this job position, was you are their commanding officer, are you not?
Not as such.
I
The
see.
commanding officer was a captain who died on the ship. IO operates on a parallel command structure.
I see. Could you bring your people in line?
I don't see that being likely. I took their interest in an insurrection as opportunity to separate the wheat from the chaff as such, and it turns out there was a lot of chaff.
Indeed. You understand my plan here is, however, to get as much of the original original crew of the Ajax to fly the Ajax into Ichthus Station in order to pretend that they've done their jobs, right?
I do understand. I propose that we ambush them in the engine room as they begin their plan. We might be able to convince a few of them to reevaluate.
Now you're talking my language. I knew I was right to choose you as my director of intelligence. If you could, see that it's done, I will give you whatever resources you need to convince them that I'm right. And, or convince them that my plan is a valid one and that I will benefit them more than this drastic course of action. For my part, I will make sure that this coup doesn't go any further. Where did you say that Sean was positioned?
Where was he going to position himself?
Position himself on the bridge.
Yeah, he's going to be on the bridge.
Oh, I see, to take down the defenses. Very smart. But you're smarter. See that it's done, Harris. I trust you.
Yes. I'll need any infantry troops you can spare for the ambush.
I'll see to it. I can provide you probably with a squad of 6 fixed corps.
Hopefully that'll be enough.
I should. All right.
Probably won't, but...
Plan then. Well, I mean, no, without causing a disruption. Of course, I could provide you more, but it might give us away.
I would say begin with the 6, but once the trap is sprung, a general hue and cry would not be unwarranted.
Got it. Sounds like a plan. He, rubs his hands together, leans back on his chair, and says, "Make it so."
All right. Will do. And I waltz on out.
Indeed.
Ready to do my duty.
So, true. Clarice, as you leave, you would notice that Sean does not actually dawdle in the bridge at all. After commanding the Thren that were behind him to do certain things, he seems to leave the bridge a believable distance away from you.
Mhm. Okay, so I'm trying to find everyone else and get ready to go earlier. Just in case. Well, I guess.
Right.
What is
So-
Sean actually even doing? Like, I don't really get what his part of the plan is.
Shutting down automated defenses.
Yeah, so he's basically giving you the into the engine room. He doesn't.
Mhm.
So. He
And
does
I
know that
can't
you
shut
have
those
the
down
defender.
as, Fenrir Corp access? Like, what kind of automated defenses?
There are certain things. Yeah, no. There are certain things that need to happen in the bridge. Basically, like giving somebody the permission to alter the engines is kind of a big deal. That has to be happening.
And I can't do that from,
or
like,
has
the
to, be acted
info room? Info
You can do
center?
it. You can do it from the bridge, or the info center. You can do that from either. Yes.
Okay.
But he's trying to. You could probably tell, and maybe one of the reasons that you kind of saw him as suspicious is he's trying to make himself very, very important to this mission while also not doing anything regarding the engine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, and also turning off the turrets and stuff.
So where is the engine room compared to anywhere? Like, I kind of feel like we do
All the
need
way
the
in the
actual map of the ship because.
This is the glands.
Yeah,
It's in the
so-
balls.
Okay, but look,
Here,
I have almost no spatial reasoning. It is very difficult for me to plan things like this.
Imagine a
Okay,
penis,
so I moved
Madeline.
Okay,
Lee,
but
all right,
we're up
Lee,
here.
penises don't have rooms, Max. It's not-
Lee, move
yours
to the
doesn't.
Hilltard gallery, please. Okay. I don't know. I'm with Madeline on this one.
Penises do
this
have a
is the
long
Hilltard,
hallway, though.
right?
Okay, maybe we could just label the
This is
engine room
Hilltard.
on the
You guys
map.
are up here at the front of it.
That would help because I don't
God,
see it
that'd
written
be-
down
yeah.
anywhere.
It is not on. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is just be like,
I got you.
you are here in not black, something visible
Oh, shit. Oh,
against
shit.
the dark color, and
Pat, what are you doing? Because I'm trying to like speed map an end of the map.
I'm on the
Hell's Heart
Wrong.
Galley.
He's drawing on the
Yeah,
actual Hell's
right,
Heart
yeah.
image.
yes. So as you can see here, the place where you guys all are is up in the front, right here. The engine room is kind of a little bit more like here-ish.
Okay, but I need to know how that relates to the hangars in the info center.
Ah, yes, of course. My apologies. Boom. So actually, I could do Control Copy, Control V.
A lot closer to the bridge than I would have expected from the map that I was seeing. Or
Well, it's the entire it's the entire
Okay,
vein.
yeah.
It's basically just the entire vein of the Hell's Heart.
So can you get to the engine room through the hangars?
The hangars are yes. You would basically be taking the elevator / train trolley thing that takes you from one side of the ship to another, unless you want to walk a mile or two. And during that long stretch, you would encounter many hangars, including the ones the Ajax are at, and including the one that your quarry is at.
Question: does your access allow you to open up or to enter and exit hangars as you wish?
It does.
Because
Those are
we
doors.
could go into the first hangar or whatever the Ajax hangar to load up, because we have to do that anyway. Hop on a shuttle and hop to the furthest hangar outside of the ship rather than inside the ship.
That would definitely give you away.
I don't
You
even
could do that.
understand what you just said.
I don't either.
So essentially, rather than going through the shuttle tram, we could use use an actual outside for flying in space shuttle to leave a hangar
Oh, I
and
see.
fly outside the Hell's Heart and then enter the nearer hangar. If you want to be stealthy about it.
I mean,
Or-
it's not stealthy at all. I guess that'd just be fast. Maybe.
That would be fast.
Well, it
yes.
involves not having to
It
worry
would
about
be-
patrol or as many
Mhm.
patrols.
But wouldn't we have to worry about the Hell's Heart shooting us?
Yes.
I mean,
We'd
that's where
be
Sean comes in.
outside. But
You'd be
he's
easily
not
detected.
dismantling those
Probably.
defenses. He was dismantling internal defenses. I mean,
Oh, that's
we might
true.
be able to
Cool.
dismantle them ourselves in advance if we did go to the info center.
You certainly could try. Yeah, so here, let me also draw the info center on this, because apparently that's also quite important. And I'm a
Well, I
dumbass.
mean, it just feels like that's
Uh,
probably closer than the bridge. I mean, maybe it's not, but
I mean, the info center, yeah, so here, basically. The info center is kind of towards the back of here. Basically, everything that is on the map that you're seeing, if you like scroll out and you're not looking just at the Hell's Heart, which I was, everything that's on the map is between here and here.
mhm.
Then we've got the hangars.
Okay. Wow, ship is enormous.
It is fucking huge. If I have not stressed that enough, then let me again stress how big this fucking thing is. My friends, it is a large vessel.
Well,
I
my
mean,
course of
so,
action
like-
doesn't change. I still try to find Han.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
yeah, no, that's easier than getting to the engine room. God. Yes.
my question is like, is the like, so we're up here. We're gonna get okay. Sorry,
Info center is here.
I'm just talking aloud.
No, please take your time. The hangars
Oh,
are
okay.
here.
Do we know which hangar the Ajax is parked in?
True.
Okay, great point. I'm going to draw again on the massive illustration.
Also,
that
the
I made.
one with the Dr. Hunt shuttle.
So Ajax is probably here. Han's shuttle I will use white for. Or it's not, sorry, not Han. Oh, you wanted Han's shuttle. Dr. Huang's shuttle is here. Han's shuttle is,
Well,
say probably in a similar
Han's
hangar.
strike ship is severely damaged and does not. Is
No,
not
I didn't
capable of
actually,
fast
but I was just mispronouncing Huang.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So Huang is right here, Han is right here, the Ajax is right here. Sound good?
Okay. Could we crawl through the air vents to reach the engine room?
You certainly
Hmm.
could. It would probably take all day.
literal miles.
Yeah, okay. I know the
Yeah.
ship is enormous,
you-
but again, like, there are no actual numbers to accompany amount of space, so it's hard to judge.
2.5 miles. But yes, you
Um,
could do it.
Okay. So like, are we we're allowed to just like walk around there? Like, I'm confused
No,
how
we're
we're
not.
getting out
As
of
soon
this
as you
area
get-
we're
yeah,
confined
no,
to.
Exactly. So as soon as you get farther south or like to the north of the info center, you will have to start figuring out a plan how to
So-
get there. Once you're
Tell me
there,
about-
you might not be recognized immediately.
The security of the info center did some scouting.
Right. You've done some
Yesterday.
scouting. Yeah. So the info center, aside from your guards, who you'll have to shake, the info center is not explicitly guarded. It is, however, manned by, an around-the-clock staff of programmers and people trying to communicate and coordinate.
Like, how many
communication.
people?
Probably at most 15. At least I think you notice that there's a certain lull. Not right now, but like, at 24 hours where there's 5. Right now, so
So
probably
what time is 24 hours? Is that like midnight?
yeah, that would be midnight. So let's say it's 9 o'clock. At 9:30, there's a change of staff in the info center. That's probably the least amount of people that you will encounter in the info center, and that's 10 people.
Okay, that's terrible. And I'm going to assume that nobody's just going to let me play with a bridge console because they're not idiots.
That doesn't sound like something they'd let you. Sorry, this is kind of a convoluted situation.
You want me to be a distraction? I can
I-
totally just walk on through.
Really
Not into
don't know how you would
intersector.
successfully distract 10 people.
Yeah, I mean, if you made a scene, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not that good at doing the whole human interaction thing.
Well, I mean, I feel like we just have to explode something, except we don't really have supply.
You could probably find some explosives somewhere. This is a human ship after all. Check the cooking. Cafeteria.
That's true.
Sure.
Go to the cafeteria. Or, can I, I guess, well, instead I do medicine, some way of just drugging them by, feeding them a snack, laced with sleeping pills or something.
Quite possible. You could try something like that. Yes. You could probably try something like that. You would probably need some assistance. They don't necessarily trust you, but if you were to convince your guard, perhaps, to give them a snack or something, I could probably.
I
Lucian-
require
Lucian
Lucian's
will-
service. Lucian,
Yeah.
I'm going to need to put you in an apron and some cat ears, and you're going to have to do some snack delivery.
Hello.
Cute. You would notice that all snack delivery on this ship is conducted by people wearing maid outfits and cat girl ears. So, it's totally
Lucian, do you love your country?
This is like
normal. Will you wear this maid outfit and cat ears for your country?
he's like, "Ugh, fine. God, I'm such a patriot.
You'll be remembered in legend and song. I mean, not this part. The part surrounding it.
We'll work around that. Yes. So amazing. Give me, because you are so well clad, either Clarice or our dearest Madam Adam, give me a manipulate roll, please. At a plus.
Wait, me or Clarice? I feel like I'm doing it right,
Well,
considering.
I think I'm arranging your outfit and briefing you on your script. Just
I
follow
see.
orders.
Yeah,
Okay.
so actually I'm going to say both of you give me a manipulate, and Clarice, if you do well, it will add bonuses to
Okay. But I don't get the +3, or I still do?
You get you were never going to get the +3. It was always
Yeah,
just gonna
okay,
get
so I'll just
the-
do it normally.
So am I getting any modifiers here or no?
I'm afraid with that bonus, that is one additional modifier. So you get +4 for
Yeah.
your manipulate roll.
Oh,
As
wow.
Clarice keeps her
Jeez.
cool. Probably experiencing
How does
some
makeup work?
patriarchy-related trauma.
Not done. David.
A lot of dice for one
Excellent.
success.
You are very convincing. Yeah, no.
Listen,
that's
like-
perfect. You're
Begrudgingly gives like an idol speech, like one of those what do they call those, the little you know what I'm talking about, the little greeting things they do where they have their whole whatever. I don't know. There's a word for it
No,
probably. I
totally.
don't know.
yeah. So you do your idol speech.
I
You
need
feel
you to
more
find
comfortable.
Devin, then get him, once they fall asleep, we're going. However long that takes.
Well, Devin went to go
Understood.
find Han and have a conversation.
Yeah. So I think
So
you have to
you're
have your
acting-
conversation while we, bake, I don't know, laxative or sleeping pill laced cookies and hand them out.
Yeah, no, that's definitely something you can.
You're handing out
do.
edibles. I see.
Basically,
Lucid Nico knees and distracts everybody. There you go.
amazing. Yeah, you really feel in your element, and actually, I would say that Brayla Luge notices you. She nods in approval. She looks at you like,
Good lad.
Who
Your
is this?
master, your domesticity. It's your therapist.
Oh,
she notices you crossing the galley, and she's just like, I'm so proud of you.
Lisa's like, look, it's not like I did this for you or anything. Gosh.
Baka.
It's not like I like
You
you or
did it.
anything.
You did it for you, and that's what matters.
I mean,
Totally dismissed. Yes, so Devin, while this hijink is occurring, you find Han, and Han is she's actually probably very close to you, considering she's your guard. She's like, you threw me for a loop there in the galley. Didn't quite catch you leaving. Sorry about that.
No, sorry, I wasn't trying to be shifty or anything. It was I don't know. Just really had the munchies. So yeah, how's the hell's heart? Like, I know you're not a pilot, but I'm kind of interested. How does she fly?
Well, I haven't flown her, but I'm
Sluggish,
sure
like a
with you
wet
at her helm-
sponge.
I'm sure with you at her helm, she'd fly so smoothly. But she's also going to probably check you. So roll me a manipulate, which is going to be contested.
Yes.
Oh no, she
let me get
reads you
this-
like a book and our entire plan is revealed to yet another person.
Yup.
Yeah,
That's a
no,
2 dice.
Review a lot. Let's see. That's one success. Yeah, she looks at you and says, "Yeah, she flies really smoothly." You're
I
not
tried to
getting
deflect.
any
Like,
idea.
how's the Ajax? How's my girl? She's
No, she's-
I mean, she flew amazing before our our tussle, but how is she now?
Again, sorry about that. You weren't really giving me any options, but then again, I didn't expect you to. War's war.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way for me to knowing that you were on the direct end of the other end.
Look, if
I
I,
thought
knew
you
it
were
was
in the
you on the
ship
other
and-
end,
Yeah, I'm sorry
yeah,
too.
if I knew it was you on the other hand, yeah, there's so much that we could have and should have communicated beforehand, and I'm very sorry that I let things get this way. But the Ajax is fine. What's going on? Really, what's going on?
All right, hear me out. There, I understand your cause, and I understand what you believe in. What I can't figure out is a future with this path. Like, we will.
Well-
Like, how are we gonna survive a week into this, a month into this?
There's going to be fighting. There's going to be fighting either way we swing this, Devin. There's going to be bloodshed and death and all the things that I don't want to see any more of, but I'm not thinking about the next week or the next month. I know what will wait for me there. What I'm thinking about, Devin, is our actual future. Devin, 10 years from now, this war will be over one way or another. All of you in canon, or out of character, no, that's not the case, but whatever. 10 years from now, this war is going to be over. And the frontier is going to be free. I want to live in that world. Fuck the Thran and the Mirai and the human empire. I just want to live the rest of my life.
I don't see us living very long with the path
Well,
that
then
you're
I
going
want-
down right now.
Then I want to die making that possible for others.
I don't want that.
She looks down. You can tell she's contemplating what to say next, and then she looks back up at you and says, "Well, it's my choice. Not yours."
What if you had a choice to leave? To be... have your slate wiped clean. Then you could start fresh. You don't have to be military. We don't have to fight. We could get a ship. I mean, we've saved enough money. We could get a ship. Could just leave.
Devin, I don't say this very often, but I do love you, and I admire your grit, your determination. I think there's a reason we work so well. I want to spend the rest of my life with you, but I can't. I can't endure the Empire any longer. It was always bad, but it's gotten so much worse, and it's now that I've have the chance to do something other than swear my loyalty to some man in a suit who's never going to know my name. Now that I have the opportunity to actually make a difference, Devin, I can't go back. Not for all.
Losing her. Tell her you're pregnant.
Not for all the blank slates in the world. Galaxy. Now is the time you tell her you're pregnant with her child. Or maybe roll me a manipulate check to see where that goes.
Or I mean, say you understand, wait for her to walk away and bonk her on the head.
Or that, yes, that is also a possibility.
Do you...
Or just delay long enough that Meat shows up. Meat will do that.
No. Let him have the moment. Let him have the moment.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's very sad.
So there's nothing that I could say or do to change your mind?
I can't think of anything that would make me go back. I'm where I am now. This is where I plan to make my stand. Defending the Lilith Legion, who accepted me when I was told by my general to commit suicide. When I was told by the human empire to slaughter innocent lives. It's part of the job, yes, but god damn it, the job's wrong. It's always been wrong. I know you know that. I know you know that. I'm not going back.
And I'm not leaving you.
She would smile. You don't see her smile very often. She would look down and say, I don't want you to leave me. This is where we belong. We're fighting a fight that matters. This matters. These lives on this ship matter.
Devin winces at her mentioning the lives on this ship matter.
You already saw that she had collected the name tags of those that died under her service.
I like to mention them actual like name
You know what
tags.
she
So
said.
like Hello,
my name
Corporal.
Hi, my
Yeah,
name is.
hotel
No,
conference.
sorry, the dog tags, whatever the fuck they're called.
You know,
I mean, they're basically name tags for identifying, so you're not wrong.
Yeah, but usually they're not prominently displayed, so people walking up to you can't see them.
Yeah.
Um,
You've already seen that she collected those in some of the helmets of the people that fell with her.
Han, I'm gonna tell you something. You can't question me. Got it?
I will listen and not judge to the extent that I can. That's all I can promise.
Keep your environmental suit handy. And don't be anywhere that would be compromising.
She looks at you and she looks at her suit and then she looks back at your eyes and she says, I don't know what to say. It's very hard for me to keep my word. Do you?
Just know that I'm keeping my word.
To whom?
It's part of my word. Can't say.
Devin, I can't let you endanger this ship.
I'm not.
Make sure to keep your environmental suit handy and don't hang around anywhere important, but I won't hurt the ship.
I am not endangering the
Manipulated
ship.
-2.
Devin,
I know.
technically,
You need to bump her in the head.
she's,
Now she's going to
Or
bump you
just
on
like
the
a normal-
head and report this.
Yeah, no, just
technically
roll me a
he's not
normal
lying. Technically, he's not lying because he's not
is
gonna
an
do anything to this
1889.
ship.
Oh,
shit!
can't corner
wow.
the horner.
Oh wow!
Technically, not a lie is the best kind of telling the truth.
Han,
Oh
damn.
shit!
Done well.
I love him.
No. Every player has a chance. Does Han want to push it?
True.
I'm gonna push it.
Hoggies, roll 5
Roll.
dice.
Is this gonna
I'm
stretch her out?
confident in the karma of the world. Will give me 2 successes out of 2
Oh.
successes. Or out of
That's
2
kinda
dices.
crazy.
Oh, Devin, karma's not in your favor today. Karma's in no one's favor today.
Yay!
I mean, it's in like other people's favor. It's just
Not really.
I'm
But
not,
I'm not gonna
endangering this ship.
Wow,
wow. You both face lied to your girlfriend. How do you feel?
And also, you know,
Damn,
people
that's
that you're
gonna be hard.
dead.
Hey, I told
She
you
pats
guys,
you on the
no matter
back.
my decision, I would not stand in your way. So I stand by my word.
I mean, that's nice. I still think you should have, you know, knocked your girlfriend unconscious to save her life. But I mean, I respect you respecting your autonomy. It's just that we're gonna explode the ship.
She pats you on the back.
Oh, I
and
know.
she says, Devin, maybe the end of me, but I trust you.
Trusted you. Just stay close by. I know what I'm doing.
I must believe that to be the case. Don't try anything foolish, Devin. You're not gonna make it off the ship without 1,000 guards taking down your vessel.
I told you I'm not
Stay
leaving
with
you.
me.
I'm not leaving this ship.
Alright.
At least not without you.
Well, I appreciate it. I wish I could help you see my side of things, but it is complicated, and I understand that you probably need time to sort things out. She would turn around at this juncture to look at one of the helmets of the fallen,
I start inspecting my suit and her suit and our gear.
And her
Or I
stuff
guess
right there.
Wow.
Wait, do I have any of my
Bitches.
stuff with me? Do I
Yeah,
even
we
have my
kept all
suit
of our
with me?
stuff.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you don't have any of
I have
your
my
like
big
weapon
gun.
weapons.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
we
you-
don't
you have
because
a small.
we kept our weapons, and you didn't say at any point that they got taken away from us, apart from Lucy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was pretty sure that I was part of that where I said that nobody else was able to keep their weapons.
Well, no, we negotiated for the first surrender that we got to keep our weapons. And
Oh fuck! You're right. You're right. No, you're right. I'm remembering it now. I'm remembering it now. You do actually have all your weapons. Yes, except for Lucian, who was given a dinky little rifle. It's not a pistol. You know, it's like this big.
still better than my gun.
Full length. Not the full length of a rifle. Anyway, yes, you do have your weapons.
Okay. Well, then I start going into the military rhythm of inspecting gear, cleaning it, make sure there's no a hole in my suit.
Okay, me, when you go check on Devin and, inform that the plane's been moved up, bring some cookies with you for, Devin's girlfriend.
No.
Me,
I'm
So
gonna.
are you?
not really an optional relationship.
It seems like such an unfun way to do
Damn.
things.
I mean, a way unlikely to cause brain damage, I understand would be unfun from your perspective, but we're trying to keep Devin on our side.
How can I learn
He's on your side.
to eat puppets if I can't just learn what causes their brains to not work as well?
Cookies, Meat. You're going to bring a cute little Red Riding Hood basket of cookies.
Amazing. Nothing could possibly
like-
go wrong with cookies involved.
I feel like Meat is more like the wolf in that scenario, for sure.
By the way, I follow the instructions to the letter, except for the fact that I will let anyone who's interested in the cookies as I walk down the road take them out of the.
I mean, I'm okay with that as long as you save enough for Han to eat. Like, ultimately incapacitating more people can only
Wait,
benefit
isn't
us.
this my job anyways? What?
You're incapacitating people in the info center.
Oh,
Yeah.
apologies. Okay.
I'm just walking with a
Done
basket
well.
of cookies.
Yes,
My
Lucian,
friend.
you succeeded with your
Yeah,
mission.
Speaking of which, how much
Okay.
time is it going to take for those people to be knocked out?
Probably like, I don't know, 20 minutes.
Oh, that's fast.
Yeah, no, it's fast acting. You know
Okay,
your
yeah,
stuff.
so you need to go find Devin now, Meat. Like,
Hi, Devin. Hi, Pilot. And the one that made Pilot leaky that one time?
She looks at you like, what the fuck are you talking about?
The leaking of the liquid through the eyes
Hey,
that
me-
happened.
Oh. Hello, robot.
Hey, I guess you didn't technically officially meet.
Here, peace offering. She did. She said I wasn't allowed to do anything. And had to stand in a corner.
Roll me a manipulate. Because,
Guys.
again, she's fucking
meat.
not dumb.
A meat manipulate.
That's not
I
a
mean,
fun Lee. That's not.
she gets suspicious, just clonk her on the head. Meat knows what to do.
She is literally
Throw the cookies in her face. Bonk.
It's
Yeah,
okay,
manipulate.
James. Your second manipulate roll will be a perfect 2 out of 2.
Yeah, push it.
I can't
You
push.
can't push.
You
He's
can't
a
push. He's a
robot.
robot.
Oh right,
that's right.
Oh, right.
That's
Okay.
right.
Wow, that is your roll. Ah, yes. She
You're a
says,
robot.
Me
She
bonko
looks-
mode.
she looks at the cookie, and then she looks again at
Whoa,
you,
whoa.
and
Guys,
she's
You
like,
cut out
Retrospect,
past
it
it,
occurs to me there's no reason I couldn't have gone to do this.
she looks at you, and then she looks at the cookie, and then she looks at you, and then she's like, "I'll pass, thanks."
That's okay. I only did it because I was given a direct order to give you the cookies, and those orders can be pesky things. You know, when your boss tells you to do something, you gotta do it.
Who told you to give me a cookie, Devin? What's going on here?
I'll handle this.
My
And I
boss,
kinda
she said,
push
make
me
a peace
outside if I
offering.
can.
Don't be all mean. Stop calling her the annoying one.
She looks at you just like look, she looks at you like somebody who just got called annoying. Like, yeah. She does not trust you. Devin, how would you like to talk to me outside?
Let's see, me, I got this handled. It's fine.
Understood.
Meet, tell him we're moving up the plan.
Understood, but we should be eating lunch early.
Well, as you know my situation, I would strongly advise you to have a backup plan. Because our primary plan is shit.
Yes.
And the Ajax is in flying condition, but I don't know if it's faster than light condition.
Good to know.
Is that a manipulate? I would say, Devin, you're a pilot.
Oh, I thought that was. I
Just
thought
the
that
thing
was
that you
what
thought
Han told me.
Oh no, it is fast in the light condition.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you said it
It's
wasn't.
pretty much fixed. No.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
If I
My
did,
bad.
I'm sorry.
I misunderstood that. No, I tell him
sorry
Ajax
for-
is
for the-
good to go, and I tell him which hangar it's in, and it was like,
All right.
Yeah, hangar.
Meet, I wanted you to bring
Z6X.
Devin back because
I know,
we're going.
I want to bring Devin back. All right, we're heading out round now though, so let's go.
that's
Devin, what do you say?
really early. Meet. Like,
No, I'm just relaying what I was told by my boss. Take it up with the boss lady.
I kind of look around. No one's like listening in on us. Like me, if we move this early, Sean's not gonna be in position.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
Wait,
That's a problem.
have they dealt with Han yet? Wait.
No, they haven't. Han
No,
is just
Han-
hanging out,
I
totally
was-
unbonked because
I
nobody can bonk.
I was told directly that she was dealt with. She didn't accept the cookies, but I was told she was dealt with. So,
Okay.
in any case,
All right. Oh,
boss
we need
lady has a plan for that too. I think. I'm not sure. Just move the schedule up.
Literally did the plan in front of you. Me just doesn't care.
Okay. I'll go with you mainly because this plan's already falling apart, and we're still in the setup phase.
That's okay.
Where am I meeting you?
We'll fall apart more. Just outside near the doors out of the galley, right?
All right,
That's
I'll
where-
meet you in the galley,
Yeah. Just a moment.
and I go back inside.
Okay.
Okay. Inside, do you do anything more than just kind of hang out with Han?
Nope, I tell Han. All right. Like I reach for her hand.
Guarding you?
What?
Well, like, how are you going to get
Yes.
away from her? That's literally your job.
Sort of.
No, I'm bringing her with me.
Yeah. No. Okay. Sorry. So Shin, what do you do?
I reach for Han's hand and I tell her, "Can you come with me to the galley? I need to make sure my friends don't die."
He says, "Are they trying something stupid?"
No.
Oof, that's a bold
What?
lie. I'm gonna give it to you.
But I need you to come with me. And I take her hand and start leading her out of the room.
She's resistant at
Does
first.
she resist?
She is resistant, yeah. But do you persist?
Ooh, not the right kind of persistence. Like, nevertheless, he persisted and tried to drag her away to solution.
Oh no,
What
Han
to
can put me on the ground in an instant. She knows
Yeah,
this.
no,
Yeah.
Mom can put you down. She's like reticent about going with you at first. She wants more answers. So you continue pulling her away.
Meek, you're lurking behind a corner, ready to take care of this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
100%.
good.
Terrifying.
I mean, why would you suspect anything? I came with Haunt in hand, literally.
Well, to be clear, if she does follow you, I won't suspect anything.
And I'm
If I
sorry, do you really not think that this, like, I very clearly specified tied and bound? I don't believe there's any way for you to turn Han, and, like, she will interfere with our plans.
Yeah, so do you continue to take her with you in spite of the fact that she's like, no, stay here and just tell me more? Because she could go with try. Do you?
If we're out of earshot of me, I would whisper to her, I just want to be close to our old ship again.
I need to, help my friends with their dangerous picnic. They're just so confident.
She looks at you and says, our old ship?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
You kept it in shape. I kind of put it out of shape, but you kept it in shape.
Well, alright, let's go check it out. She's been through a lot. Most of what you dragged her through. And she would grin. Very nice and calm, normal relationship with normal people who are not about to walk into the face of danger, everybody.
Yay!
Yep.
Face of
So, yeah.
danger, everybody. As she walks into a galley with a lot of sleeping people.
She
Oh
goes,
my god, did you hand it to
yeah,
everyone
well,
in the galley?
I don't holy shit.
I just walked.
I don't
I
think
just
so.
walked through the galley to get to you, and anyone who wanted any cookies that were good-smelling cookies, I was walking through the galley. I'd take cookies.
Oh, I thought you meant like,
Oh,
going down the
guys,
corridor, you just handed
Yeah,
it
that's what I
No, you
thought.
meant everyone. Oh god.
Oh god.
Terrible.
Before we don't
my God.
we don't even need to blow up the engine because the ship just crashes itself because there's nobody awake to take care of it.
How many people do you think are on
Yeah,
this
I would
ship?
say it's probably people looking around in the engine room. Anyway, though.
Yeah.
Say more than that. How many cookies do you think you made?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's also a great question.
Because I'm going to
This
bet
is
like
probably
you might be able to feed
12
everyone
people.
who was hanging out in the galley between meals. But I imagine
Yeah, I
that
mean,
was
no,
like
like, there's
a
no
couple
way.
dozen
Basically,
people.
we dosed the people in the info center, we dosed our own guards, and there were just a couple leftovers.
Yeah, no. So there's like three or so people who are like, oh man, I'm really tired for like no good reason. What the hell? In the galley when you get there. But so it is and yeah, Lucian's wearing a cat girl outfit. That's
Hey.
totally normal to you.
Wait, when did it go
You
from
kind of-
a maid outfit to a cat girl outfit? What?
You're wearing cat ears.
Everyone
and a
knows the
maid
standard
outfit.
issue Imperial maid outfit is Catgirl.
Oh, of course.
Yes, that too.
How could I forget?
It's all because of the Martians. So,
Standard issue Imperial,
Thanks,
short
Elon
to sim.
Musk.
Lucian, you look
The Martians, they may have short lifespans full of horrifying cancer, but damn, do they make a cute maid cafe.
I didn't hear what you said, Shin, but I heard my name,
Lucian,
or my character name.
you look cute. You look good.
Lucian's like, I didn't want to hear that or anything. God.
amazing. So it looks like you're all situated. How do you convince Han to leave the galley? And what's the situation there? By the way, you would probably oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, you were lagging
Yeah,
for a little bit
breaking
there,
up,
but yeah.
yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, sorry, my internet's kind of shoddy. So you guys are all in the galley at the moment.
Okay, why did we go back to the galley? Like, it feels like we're just leaving the info center exposed when they do fall asleep, so would be more likely to notice if we're not monitoring the situation.
Important
Oh, I
question.
mean,
how are
he
you
told
guys
me
gonna...
to meet you guys at the galley, so.
Well, yeah, but we didn't discuss that in advance. That was just where we were going to meet originally. So Meat's just making shit up.
So I'm
True.
gonna move this over here. You guys do know more or less where things are needed to go.
I was saying the galley because you guys would go into the info center, but having all of us enter the info center would be
Yeah,
super suspicious.
that's a good point.
Oh, everybody.
I figured I was gonna go and do some cooking while you guys dealt with info center stuff.
You're going to go get explosives? Because that would be helpful.
By do some cooking, I mean use my Ginsu skills to slowly build up a pressure cooker that makes it goes boom boom. Because I don't need explosives to do the explosives for the distraction. I feel like a pressure cooker going off in the middle of mealtime.
Okay.
Wait, so are we doing mealtime still, or is the plan move forward?
Oh,
no,
we're
it's
doing
not.
like
Let's move forward.
yeah, we're hitting like the people are going to couch
Except-
around 9:30, the lowest shift time.
It's
Except
brunch.
Sean. Sean doesn't know we're moving it forward.
Correct.
Sean's probably in a serious conversation with the captain by now.
You would be surprised by where Sean is.
Or elsewhere.
Getting dick
Who knows
down,
what
that's
Sean
my
does.
guess.
I mean, you know, Sean and the captain do behind closed doors. It's none of my business.
I'm just saying, he's called the
um,
first mate for a reason.
Anyway, though, so you guys have the difficult situation wherein you kind of still have some guards on you.
Do we?
Yeah.
Because I thought we fed them the cookies, so they would go unconscious to the same
Oh, you
as
fed the
represented
cookies to the
people.
guard. Okay, sure. No,
I mean, I
that's
spent like
fine.
a whole day building a rapport, and Lucian is very kawaii.
Yes, no, indeed. So, Jade Patel would willingly consume the cookies. You, of course, had a favor to call in with her anyway. And, Erij, wait, what did I say your name is? Eristral Hien would also take the cookie. She's interested in experiencing human cuisine. Further than she already has. She thinks gravy is disgusting, but she's okay with like the white mush that's supposed to go underneath gravy. That's fine to her. And she likes the little
Mashed
gelatinous
potato.
cube of vegetables. That always
I'm
works too.
I'm sure Sean likes those two.
hmm So as you're enacting this plan,
Irish potato joke, haha.
oh, I don't get it. Oh, I guess the
There's
Irish
no
love
there's no
potatoes.
joke. I'm just being dumb.
That's, I don't know. Do the Irish like potatoes?
Well, the Irish potato famine is this like very famous
Oh,
urban
right, the
event.
Irish potato famine. That's true. Okay. Yes, monocultures are terrible.
Really awful joke. Anyways, moving on.
Indeed. Anyway, while you're enacting this plan, Clarice, Purple
Oh,
would
come
walk up to
on.
you.
Hi,
She goes,
Purple.
Hello there. Hello, it is good to see you again. I appreciate the conversation we had yesterday. It was very enlightening. I understand that you've experienced a great deal of trauma under the Empire, and I'm very, very happy to be working with you now, and to be friends with you.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Yeah, she goes and sits down, tries eating her purple tuberous thing. Clarice, that was a brief interaction, but yeah, On with the plan.
Just to remind you that you're blowing up the ship and should feel bad about it.
On with the
That is our choices.
So, Devin, when you get here and you see Lucian in her his cute cat girl outfit, you and Han have arrived at the galley. She's like, okay, so now what? You checking out the old ship or what? And also, why are those three lingering around? Myself, robot. Why are those three lingering around? Where are their guards?
I don't know, but yeah, I want to go check out the ship.
Wait, hold on a second, though.
Oh my god.
Where are their guards?
Okay, we're just gonna, like, I guess leave the galley and, like, make one.
Okay, roll me a mobility real quick to flirt with the, or to stick in with the crowd, or not stick out of the crowd. Sorry.
A mobility? I mean, I guess she does know what we look like,
I mean,
but
I think probably a mobility to be like, you know, to blend in with the crowd. In this
Be
instance,
sneaky.
you
Do we all have to roll it?
Those of you who are these three must roll a mobility to not, you know, not
Okay.
draw Han's attention. If you fail, it's not like she's gonna like do anything.
Everyone
Oof.
notices Meat because he's a robot that is taller than you.
oh,
Do you all
what
walk
is
in the same-
that?
I think that's Tremble.
Yeah.
Does that mean we all get
Tremble.
interest?
Everyone's
Minus
short range here at
two,
the time.
to
Is the party
minus
together
two
at
to
this point?
agility skills.
I thought that was
Uh,
just the -2 agility one.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
Tremble
think-
is
It's just a
Tremble's the
minus two
-2 agility, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it caused everyone else to get into stress.
All right, so everybody except for Meat kind of sinks in with the crowd. Meat, you're pretty obvious. Han's just like, okay, the robot should be fucking attended. Why is the robot not attended? Devin, what the hell's going on? You've told me shit about this fucking, you know, wanting to see the other ship. You've told me some really, really question-raising stuff about me having my suit on me at all times. What is going on? Are you guys planning something? Because you shouldn't be. This is just bad news.
I whisper into Han's ears. I gave my word I won't interfere. That
That's not reassuring.
kind of
Devin.
involves you.
In what way?
Well, considering they're prisoners, you know how war is. As soon as you're a prisoner, you're always trying to think of something.
Devin, are you planning a fucking prison break? Is that what's going on here?
Is it like the video game Prison Break? Which is
Nah.
the Shawshank Redemption?
Not, it's like the TV show Prison Break. We've got a map of the entire ship tattooed onto one of our bodies, and it's gonna be great.
Other
And-
plans we could have gone with. Devin
Like-
decides now is the time to try bondage sex. Leaves Han in bondage.
Oh my god. Devin, she looks at you and you know, she looks around and she says, "Are you honestly okay with this? You know there's no way to You're gonna be shot down, Devin. Are you okay with this?"
They made their choices and I made mine.
Alright. Alright. My hands are tied. I suppose you and I will just stay on the ship as they kill themselves.
Thank
Just
you.
like the Human Empire. Why am I constantly thrown into situations where I have to watch stupid people kill themselves?
Well, people are stupid.
You're damn right.
I mean, that's kind of how you met me, so you know, can't blame them for everything.
Aw.
Damn right.
It's so sad that I wasn't there to witness this conversation, so I could inform everyone not to be worried, because I can't be killed unless I am vaporized.
And then I try to take Han to the other side of the galley of everyone else.
What is your
Unless I don't
plan
also notice them,
here?
then I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see you joining the group in large. I think you're just
Okay, we
gonna
still
kinda
need
sit
you.
on
You're
the
our
ship with her and all
pilot.
die.
I mean, Meats said multiple times that he can fly a ship.
Not a. I mean, we'll try it if we have to, and maybe I don't know. Can the
Look.
father AI fly this ship under
Look, I'll just
usual
fly it, okay?
circumstances?
Oh yeah, totally. Father
this-
can fly the
It
ship.
can-
It's just not. Father
As-
also handles a lot of other things, so can't solely fly the ship.
Mhm.
This is why you need a
Great.
pilot
No.
for maneuvers.
Lucen
Father
has
helps.
clearly Lucen has clearly like flown Daddy's helicopter before, so
Yeah,
He'll know how,
I
don't
believe
worry.
that.
Oh, great! As
definitely
long as
believe
you've
you see
flown
Daddy.
Daddy's helicopter, you're totally qualified for a battle like spaceship.
You flew Daddy's helicopter once. They don't let
Look
you
at
back
that.
on that
Helicopter
planet.
sounds like euphemism.
They don't let you back on that planet, but you know, you had fun.
You understand
Anyway.
how gravity works and thrusters, yeah?
yeah. Easy.
Yeah, no, exactly. So everybody else going to the info center to disengage the
I am a child
The,
prodigy
uh,
after all.
Okay,
stuff from
seriously, we
Maroni.
need Devin. Like, can we find a trank gun or something? I guess I'll keep an eye out as we continue doing things.
So I'm going to ask. So you guys kind of sunk into the crowd and sifted away. I'm going to ask for a different and new mobility roll from Meat.
Meets new mobility roll.
Yes, no added bonuses or anything, just a different roll. And it's a success. Okay. You managed to sneak into the info center without being noticed. Everybody there is unconscious. You have free range of the computers.
All right, hacking time. So I would like to turn off whatever automated defenses going between you and the engine room. Priority 1, if possible. I'd also like to kind of, I don't know, loop the camera feed or something so they don't notice us going.
Give me that contact real quick because somebody else might be making a counter roll.
Okay, so I'm going to plug in my diagnostic device.
Listen will
Gotta
like
work at this.
stand guard out in the hall, just outside the info center,
Gonna be,
and be a distraction.
I'm gonna be peeking into the
wow.
guard post. How many guards are in the guard post?
The guard post to the info center?
Yeah.
Honestly, just one.
And is it clear? Are there clear visuals to the galley, or is it like a walled-off room?
It is a walled off. It's a walled off room.
Okay.
The galley has like windows to like other parts of the galley, but once you leave the galley, there's no windows and no niceties
Excellent.
of the sort. So, you're okay. Yeah, the contact works. You see a camera feed that was headed to the bridge turn onto loop, and you don't suspect that anybody who would be looking for something like this on the bridge noticed. Great job.
And I turned off the automatic defenses for the engine room so we can go there, and whatever else I need to disable to allow us to go there.
Ooh, good point.
That
good
was
point.
priority
Another-
1.
Yes. You did. How many? So that's one success, and then what would you like to use your 3 stunts for?
Escalation.
Actually, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna say one of those successes must go to cutting off the feed, or looping
Yeah.
the feed.
I guess, is there anything else? There's got to be something else useful I can do from here. God, I don't know. I mean, I guess, can I get any additional intelligence on what Harris is doing? Can I see the security cameras?
Yeah, you can probably check the computer security cameras, and you would probably see Harris.
And
probably
Sean, I
at this
guess,
point
by time.
leaving the officer room where the captain was, and he's approaching y'all in the galley. And when you try to look for Sean in the bridge, you find he's not there.
Okay, alright, time to go.
Okay.
When you try to find Sean, in other places, you find him snooping around the Ajax.
Well, fuck. Okay.
He's
Something
snooping.
in his hand looks like it's connected to the
Oh
wall.
lord, he's snooping.
There's a wire connected to it. Maybe it's a microphone? What is he planning on doing with that?
Well, I don't like that. Okay, we need to go now. Okay, so, oh god, I really want Devin though. I just really feel like we're going to die in the resultant explosion. That is not my life plan.
Yay!
If
Actually,
only there
that's
was
also
another
not my
way.
life plan because
A
that's the way I
path.
die.
That doesn't
The
involve
one way to
blowing
actually
up the
kill
ship.
me.
Hmm.
So
No.
I'm going to sneak on into the guard post and do a little snip on the man's throat.
Okay. Oh wow. You're just gonna kill him. Okay. Give me a close combat. Fuck. It is a human guard. His name tag says Paul Roberts.
Any bonus or just a straight close combat?
Yeah, I'm assuming you're coming at him like a normal synth would, with a rolled up piece of newspaper stuffed down his throat. Just kidding. Shout out to those of you who watched Alien. Okay, and that is a success. And
A knife just sort of slides out of my arm as I slit his throat, and then it slides right back in.
yeah, no, the friend did not disengage that ability of yours.
He tapped X to silent kill.
Yeah, he's
Mhm.
no. There's the one guard in the guard post is now unconscious on his keyboard. You see security feeds from the hangar. Sean is raising the microphone to his mouth.
Okay, well, I guess we'll start moving now. I guess, are we taking the fucking hangar train? I don't know. The ship is too large.
I mean, we have
Too
to.
large. You kind of have to, unless you want to crawl miles in a van.
We're taking the train. We don't have time. Can we make the train
That's
faster?
why I said guard post. That's
Gonna
why
be
I
contact.
took care of the guard post, so it's a nice quick route.
Can't hear you over James.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, can we establish
Contact?
where everyone is real quick?
Contact. Yes. Carl Harris is entering the
Can I roll
galley.
that?
Fun fact: when you do that, that's why your mic gets quiet.
You're trying to ascertain whether you can do this and to try and enact it. Oh, give me that panic.
Yeah, my panic is.
Okay, cool. You keep it cool. You believe that you have successfully entered the data to make this shit go super fast. But Meat, while you're leaving the guard post, you see Harris raise the microphone to his mouth. Or sorry, not Harris. You see the IO officer raise the microphone to his mouth. Sean. You also see Carl Harris enter the galley. And then, before you get the chance to make the train go vroom vroom, you hear over the intercom.
Train go bird.
Sarsaparilla.
Oh, he's taking control of all of the sins.
Oh, that clever bastard.
I mean, I obviously don't know that in
Every
character. I'm just
thread to be a
very
sin.
confused. Though I assume it is some kind of code word because why else would anyone fucking say sarsaparilla? Okay.
Exactly.
Now I make the train go vroom, or are we doing initiative order now?
Train go
I'm
bird.
gonna go ahead and say it's the end for tonight, and we will resume.
Oh yeah, it's.
It's me.
And
Oh, it
I'll-
is midnight.
I started on time. I'll end on time too. Damn it.
But that time is 12:30. Doesn't matter. This seems like
Do
a.
you want to? All right. So do you guys?
The end time isn't 12:30. We just go over every day. We just
do you
always
guys
go
want to
over.
continue?
The historic end time was 12:30, but I think it got changed.
No, I mean it's fine. Like this is an okay stopping point.
Yeah, this is a
I
good
just
stop.
This is a
genuinely
good
thought that we
stopping
normally
point.
stop at 12.
Yeah, was there any like
Cool.
last
All right.
comment or last things that anyone wanted to do? Is what Pat was asking.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm chilling.
All right. You're along for the ride. You're gonna make the thing go vroom vroom on your next turn. Harris just walked into the galley, swagging on up. There are multiple
Go
trains.
bird.
Harris, you could feasibly get there in a timely fashion. You might not be going quite as fast as the people who rolled a really nice Comtech roll, but you would definitely get to the back of the ship in time to stop them if you tried. They might already be there.
There is
Devin,
also a very dead
Devin.
guy in the guard post.
I'm like, gee,
Yeah.
Carl,
Getting cover up.
I feel like our plan isn't going to go that great if we don't get there
Okay.
around the same time.
You don't belong to Carl anymore. He's in Sarsaparilla. You belong to Sean now.
Well,
No, I actually
the
don't know
first
that.
person, yeah.
First
Not
Okay, so
person.
he's just activating all of. How many sins are there?
Every thread.
We all thrown on the ship are sin.
I guess we don't know. Yet.
Yeah, right? You
Well, actually,
don't
no.
know.
We know one thread is not.
I mean, do
Just
we?
one. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we know that
Seems
all of the
doubtful.
Thrin who passed out from the cookies aren't sins because they wouldn't be affected by drugs.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
sure.
no, exactly. All the scents that you drugged are indeed, or sorry, all the Thrin that you drugged are not.
That would have been a funny way to find out they were sins. Like, it doesn't work at all.
Oh, it's also not like we
Yeah.
checked each person to see if they fell asleep or not.
Everybody with sense of their fucking KO.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it'd be a kind of weird decision for them to pretend to be asleep and not stop us as we did all of this stuff. Not impossible, just strange.
Indeed. Very strange. Yeah, no, that would not happen. But anyway, session's over for tonight. We will, of course, pick up here next time. All right, let's go about the process of feedback then. Let me find my meets chamber, and okay, cool. So let's start with, oddly enough, I don't know if I've ever started with James before. James, what did you like? What did you like? And what do you want to say? more?
Wowzers.
No, right?
So
I think so.
I really liked this session. It felt a little slow getting started because it was the one-on-one stuff a lot. But once things got going, this was a lot of fun. I liked the conspiracies on conspiracies on conspiracies layer.
That community episode about conspiracy theories.
I'm very happy it worked out.
I'm enjoying where this is headed. This is sort of headed to a conclusion where everyone's sort of doing their own thing, but also sort of working together. Except for Max, who is probably going to be working against us, unless, of course, we succeed. At which point, I fully expect him to be like, "No, I was working with you guys the whole time."
Wow, what a play. Honestly, a lot of what I'm going to be doing the next few minutes comes down to what all the synths around me are going to start doing in the next few moments.
Oh yeah, I mean, it really depends on what Sean is doing because we still don't know. Like, is he still technically working with us, but trying to gain the upper hand? Does he have even different?
Yeah, my bigger question is like, he didn't know that the plan was going off early.
That's yeah. So why is he doing? Well, maybe he had a plan. I mean, I also asked him to do it early, and he said no. But that doesn't mean he didn't like pick up on me saying the suspicions. And like, I mean, whatever, it doesn't matter. But
It would be a big leap. It would be a big swing for him. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Mm-hmm. I like where this is headed. I'm looking forward to next session, which will likely be the last session as we all blow up in a fiery accident.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's definitely what's going to happen. 100%.
Hundo.
Okay, cool.
Either
cool.
that or we escape and everything is peachy. And by that I mean there's a murderous robot wandering the universe.
hey, if we escape, you still belong to Fenrir Corp, and we'll be taken back.
Isn't that an interesting twist? Your autonomy will be stripped from you. Are you sure?
I didn't take off the programming blocks in the first place, so
Yeah.
we never had.
Imagine having autonomy. Well, would that make you like a god? Humans don't have that shit.
Me could never.
Meat is perfectly autonomous except for having to follow commands.
Right, exactly.
Okay,
Yes,
James, we're
bro.
still doing feedback.
Alright, cool.
No, I went through my feedback.
Cool. Okay,
Didn't
cool,
I?
cool, cool.
All you said was you liked it, the second half.
Alright, what
Oh.
didn't you like?
So I think the fact we needed to have been better about communicating what we were doing in the intervening time with you. I know I, for one, completely forgot about that until, like, today.
That's fair. I didn't
But
forget.
and so that first bit of the session was really slow because we were doing what we had planned on doing over text over the course of the week, in session instead of before session. And no, I definitely said my likes as well, because I talked about the conspiracies on conspiracies.
Okay, I said you did your likes, but not the other 2/3 of feedback. That's the first part, James. Only the first part.
No, and I want to see where this crux is headed to.
Okay.
That's what I want to see more of. I want to see this everyone colliding with their own agendas, but also similar agendas.
Indeed, so many agendas at play. On the subject of agendas, let's go to feedback next. Madeline, what do you want to see more of?
Okay. I just start with the last question first.
And also the first two.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, well, I feel like what I want to see more of is, like, because basically, yeah, like, everything is set up and it's going to play out, so I wouldn't really want anything to, like, change suddenly because, like, this is the situation we're in, and I think it, will probably lead to an interesting climax. It's what I liked. Yeah, I said the second half was more dynamic. Like, there wasn't nothing wrong with the first half, except for, yeah, it was basically just everyone having an extended turn, and yeah, we didn't really need to do any of that on the stream. Like, it was fun, but at least player-wise, like, everyone was mostly doing nothing.
Yeah.
Which is the thing I didn't like. And then I guess, I don't know, I feel like, so, I mean, I thought that the, agendas colliding was cool, and it was reasonably well done. I feel like maybe just a little more clarity or a little more speeding up. I feel like the problem was that we just had a lot of uncertainty, which makes me kind of hesitate. So I feel like it didn't need to be as slow as it was, like, in developing our plan. Like, there were almost too many obstacles, which is fine. Like, it was supposed to be insurmountable, but if it was, then, don't have a guy walk up to us and tell us this is the plan. Like, you have to kind of pick one. But I guess he's just setting us up for failure. But then again, like, maybe we should get a check to kind of figure that out. Like,
I did give you some opportunities to check.
Okay, maybe I missed them. Like, it's not.
It's okay. It's not in. Yeah, no. I think I understand what you're saying, and I think you're gonna like how all this plays out.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I guess I'm curious to see where it goes.
I mean, I hope I meet your expectations, but I do think this would be a rousing experience.
And I have to say, I was surprised. I was kind of expecting this session to be like us interacting with a bunch of people and kind of slow burn as we change our minds, and instead it's like IO agents and synths popping out of the woodwork everywhere.
Yeah, I was really surprised by the way things went. I also thought it was gonna be like a slow, like mindset like change sort of session where like they all kind of like slowly win us over, but like literally the opposite happened where we're just like we got our like our nasty like
day two time to break out.
Yeah, like we got our terrible like human empire like opinions just vindicated basically. And like
For yeah, no, that's gonna entirely be the case forever.
Oh god.
Enjoy. Okay. So I think you've given your feedback, Madeline.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Let's go to Shin. Shin, what do you like, or what did you like, what didn't you like, and what do you want to see more of?
All right. I enjoy this session a lot. I always enjoy being put in a position where I have to really think about my character choice, which this obviously had a lot of. And and it puts it into like I was on the same boat, expect any of this to happen the way it did, and I'm thoroughly enjoying how it's playing out and how unexpected it was from what my expectations were. That was worded very weirdly, sorry.
I completely understand what you're saying.
and I'm in the same boat with everyone. The first part was kind of slow. You did start it off with saying that you wanted to keep the RP to a minimum and to just talk through, or sorry, not talk through. Just like summarize what we would do. And I think you should have stuck to that a little bit more.
Okay.
Because in the beginning it was like, all right, you did this, you talked about this subject, but not like go into it. And then towards the end, it was like we started RPing the scenes.
Yeah, no, I'm guilty.
But
I think that's partly on me for fully RPing the weird philosophy or the weird psychologist scene. But yeah.
No, Max and Shin did their RP scenes first. Like, you were literally the last person to do it.
Yeah, I did one as well before.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying we should not have RP'd at all. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah,
totally.
Like James, your RP was fantastic. It was content.
That was fun.
But
yeah,
it didn't help with the pacing. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right, and we did go down to like 6 viewers at that point, so I'm like, kicking myself for letting that happen. But at the same time, I honestly kind of wanted to see how it would all play out, and I didn't want to force you guys through anything, especially considering the stage in this where you're at, which is to say, like, you're confronted with different ideas.
Mm-hmm.
This is like actually a time when I kind of want to see you guys act in character and think out your actions accordingly. So I tried to make things go kind of more smoothly, but at the same time, like, this was always going to be an RP heavy section of the story,
which is completely fine. I think that a little bit of a disconnect is from expectations of us, the players. Well, I say us, the players. I can't really speak for everyone, but the expectation of the player, and then what your expectations of what's to go down. I think it was that disconnect there. But I mean, there's not too much we can do now. We just acknowledge it, improve upon it, and just move on and try to work at it. Things I want to see more of. I definitely want to see how this plan goes out, because I meant what I said where this plan is shit in the beginning, and it kind of got better with people thinking things through, and now it's falling apart, especially after Sarsaparilla.
Oh yeah.
And I'm really excited to see how everything goes out, and if my personal plan can even happen at this point.
Oh, do you have an actual plan? You're going to do something at some point?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I do. I'm just waiting for you guys so that I'm not interfering with you guys.
What's your plan?
I don't know what Tim's planning.
My bet is they're going to run to the shuttle and just take the shuttle and fly away.
That's
that's what he's going to want to do.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
That's part of it.
Personally, I have no idea. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm happy to hear that you're excited about what's to come next, because I am too. I was actually kind of hoping I could get to it by the end of this session, but I'm bad at pacing. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Let's go with, since Rainbow is not in voice mode, let's go with Max. Max.
All right. This session felt like it was building up a lot, but we didn't actually get to like the action, which wouldn't be the biggest deal in the world if it wasn't for the fact that the last session was also just kind of building up to get to the Hell's Heart. And so, like, in terms of actual, like, substantial action, there hasn't been a whole lot in the last 2 sessions.
Yeah,
so
you're definitely right. I've neglected to provide you with quality action. If I'd finished up a lot of the stuff that I wanted to before sessions, beforehand, then, I could have probably gotten to some action at this point, but, I have had a busy week, and this is kind of a weird stage in the campaign where I'm like, yes, this is the time where people talk, but it kind of has prolonged itself. More than I intended for it to prolong itself in the future.
I also agree. I expected this session to be a whole lot more like gradual wear down of our individual thoughts and preferences on, the human empire and kind of pulling away the mask there, but it didn't really happen. And I know that's supposed to be an element of this campaign, so I'm wondering how, are you going to try to fit that in during the action? Like, I'm interested to see how that goes.
You'll see.
So looking forward to that, hoping it's good.
I hope it's good too.
Yeah. So my favorite part is I did really, really enjoy just going up and being like, "Hey, I found a conspiracy."
That was pretty boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not expecting you to fall on that side of the things, but I'm very proud of you that you did.
Well, I just thought about it at the very beginning of the first session. You told me that because due to my Imperial Intelligence, access, I knew humanity wasn't doing too hot.
No, yeah,
And I'm Imperial Intelligence enough to be like, hey, this is not the sort of not doing too hot that you pull back from.
You made the smart call.
Well, did he?
So...
I mean, yes, he might be on the winning side long term, but if Meat shoots him and he dies, he's not gonna be able to enjoy it.
That's true. That's why he's going to endeavor to be in a position where Meat won't shoot him.
Also very valid.
Or,
So
if we do manage to make the ship explode,
floppy
but I
in
guess
general?
we'll see.
Things are
This is where I will once again point out, I'm pretty sure that if we actually succeed in rigging the ship to explode, he will suddenly join up with us in escaping.
Okay, but if we notice, I'm pretty sure we're going to notice when he takes the train after us that he is, back trying to stop us. I assume that will happen to going to the engine room. After that, I can no longer join up with us.
I could also take the train after you and be like, hey, why didn't you tell me we moved the plan up?
I mean...
I just got out of my meeting.
Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't tell you about the early
Correct.
Yeah, we haven't talked.
Yeah, we didn't tell him because I'm pretty sure he's a traitor and do not trust him.
Yeah,
And
I
the
feel like
person who was telling everyone
you have
was
some
me.
suspicions, but very little evidence, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, yes, that's true, but I don't need evidence. Like, we're not in a court of law. I'm, calling the shots based entirely on what I think and feel, and no one else is really in charge.
How interesting.
I suppose we'll see. Although, I feel like Harris has a pretty convincing argument for,
Guys.
no, I'm not a traitor.
Oh, yeah, no.
This is an interesting discussion about what we
It
could do in the
doesn't
future,
matter,
however,
yeah.
it's not feedback phase.
That's true. Sorry.
And are you finished with your feedback, Max?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Who have I missed? James. Oh, Lee. I haven't
You skipped
seen-
over
oh,
Rainbow.
Yeah, Rainbow. What did you like? What didn't you like? And what do you want to see more of?
Yeah, I have mostly similar feedback to what you just got. The beginning was slow. It's on all of us for not keeping up with each other between sessions, right?
And I kind of dropped the ball on making sure that it happened. But yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, but it's not entirely on you. I think there is a certain degree of what's the word for that?
I put you in a
responsibility for
Right.
others to hit you up to. But anyways, it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was just not what I expected at all. Yeah, I totally agree with the fact that I definitely thought this was gonna be more kind of psychological, maybe not torment, but conditioning basically. I just didn't go that route at all, so I was surprised. What did I actually dislike? I mean, I didn't dislike how the beginning was slow though, because I agree, it was just good role play, it was just interesting character development and stuff like that, right? So I don't think there was a problem with it being slow. It just it was slow, but that's sometimes you need slow moments in your games.
Yeah,
I want to see more. I would like to see yeah, I don't know. I think that it's gonna go great. Like just everything. I think all the pieces are set up awesome for just like a really cool climax next time. So like, I'm not worried in the slightest. So I don't really have any dislikes. You know, maybe we could have got to a little bit more like game-y stuff today. Like I think I rolled twice today, and one of them was like to pretend to be a maid. So. You know,
Yeah.
like, but like, I wasn't like upset about it because it was fun, yeah. So
Right.
I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot of feedback for you today because like it was just good and like interesting, but it's not really a session that like requires I think that much feedback because it was just like story stuff, which is like I think.
Right.
You already have a great grasp on, so like I don't know. That's like probably your strongest point is like this kind of stuff, right? Like, so like
I
keep
appreciate
doing
that.
what you're doing. That's my feedback. Sorry, it's kind of
No,
useless.
cool. No, that's not useless at all. I get a lot of information from that. Thank you very much for your feedback. I will say that I did kind of expect for a brunt of this to be covered during the week, and I'm very sorry for kind of dropping the ball on that. And yes, it is my fault. I should have been more forceful about making sure that people told me what they were doing, and I should have led them into making this kind of thing. That said, I could also have maybe not even put you in a situation where you had to give me all this information. I feel like the slow burn, if I had gone with it, would have made things drag a whole lot longer. So I'm kind of hoping that this kind of fast-paced burn is going to make things more interesting for everybody, not just the viewers, not just me, but like you guys too. I'm hoping that I'm going to provide you with a next round something truly exciting. And I didn't say it was climax next round.
I mean,
Everybody's kind of assuming it's getting to a
things
climax.
will come to a head.
Start heating up. I'm not going to say it's ending next session.
Well, I mean, it's kind of
Well,
irritating. Is that feels like we're doomed to failure then? Because like, if our plan, well, I guess it depends. If our plan succeeded,
That
then
doesn't
we
mean
would
we're
still
doomed.
be.
Well, of course,
Well,
it's not
once
ending
again,
next
what
session.
guys, what Elise said, like we can
Yeah.
speculate after.
Sorry.
I mean,
Yeah.
isn't it after feedback?
Doesn't someone still have to go?
Lisa has to go.
We still have
Yeah.
to go. And also, I'm not dooming you to failure here. You guys just might.
Find out next time on. Yeah, okay.
Next
I
time.
liked a lot of the promise of this session. I feel like the way that I played Mata was irreconcilably shot the moment that you told the whole group the premise, and I wound up playing cheap
I'm so
stereotype
sorry.
instead. It's fine, and honestly, it wouldn't have sabotaged me if we hadn't planned it out ahead of time. But the issue is, if you do extra groundwork with me, and there's more for you to potentially spoil, when that goes off the rails for me, when my additional planning goes off the rails, that's when I'm in the shitter. So like, I don't know. It felt like I
No,
should have just shut
I-
up for most of the session. After that, aside from that,
I'm so sorry. That was
most of
my
the
bad.
feedback isn't really related to me being a player because I'm only a DM PC in this. I liked a lot of the setup. The next time either of us say, and we'll figure out the stuff in the intervening week, we need to stop and either completely redesign whatever the fuck we're doing, because we're batting O and X for that working out. And it's not going to. We're not a play-by-post group for a reason. Play-by-post hasn't worked out for this group for a reason. We're not going to become one. Just being real. We can have side stuff, but it cannot be integral to the advancement of the plot. I think that Doomed could have been a very exciting session to bureaucratic hell, and I think if either of us had sat down and realistically thought about it, and on our own track records and the track records of this group, we would have just known that's exactly how it was going to play out and made a better decision. But that's also something I could have done. So, that's I'm equally culpable. Anyway, that is more or less my feedback.
Okay, cool.
And
So-
anything you want to say before I pop us out on a raid?
Love all viewers. Thank you for coming out, and see you next Saturday.
Awesome. We're going to pop over to Nerd League Gaming. Remember, we are all going to be our friendliest. We'll go over their chat. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Dream on
Bye.
and pop into the Discord if you want to discuss more. Oh, fuck, why did I...
Yeah, someone actually gave feedback in the Discord channel for viewer feedback.
We'll go check it out. I'm ready.
Wow, cool. All right, we'll check the fuck out of that.